Welcome back to the show, everybody. Thanks for checking in with this 27th hour. Quick, selfish, shameless plug here, y'all. If you don't know we're on YouTube, check us out on YouTube. You can actually watch these. The guest I just had on tonight has listened to every episode, and she didn't know we had visuals. That blew my mind. Go on YouTube if you would like, and you can check these out visually. You can watch us, not just listen to us. What episode was it? 61. I forgot that. I'm very sorry. Episode 61, our really good friend, Kendra Nilsen. There's nothing to say, guys. This woman works for the Humane Society, saving kitties. She's an incredible insurance agent. She's a farmer. Bump, 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 bump. Beautiful woman. Good advice to the world if you need advice on anything in the world. She's just such a beautiful person. Check out this fun episode. It was one of our favorites, man. She's a great friend, good client. And we love Kendra. So check this one out, guys. Thank you so much, and we love you. Welcome. You're listening to the 27th Hour with Junior
and Dre Rocker.
Get ready, strap in, and hang on.
Hey, welcome to the club. Okay, we're on the right track. Like, so you good? You guys find the game? I don't know.
Welcome back to the show. Guess who's in the house?
Do I
I'll call you Kendra Lamar.
I'll take it.
Kendra Lamar.
I'm happy to be here.
What are you doing?
I'm sitting
Like-
here. I'm just
What brings you here? Why would you even think to say yes to this?
because you guys are awesome. Who wouldn't say yes to this?
Thank you. Well said.
Daddy Junebug.
Well
Is that
said.
right?
Papa Junebug.
Papa Junebug. I wasn't sure.
You got it, dude. You're so close.
Stop, huh?
Nobody cares.
I do.
That's Papa Junebug.
That was the cutest thing ever.
Thank you.
And you're like, are kids supposed to be this smart at this age?
Dude, she
Wasn't she a lot?
if she would have like let go, that girl is I don't even know how to explain it. She's on another level.
Like has stuff she could teach you?
Yes.
Yes.
Like you just sit there like,
right.
what the fuck did you just
I
say?
know. Isn't that fun though?
And if you say that, she'll say that word to you.
Oh, I know. I know.
Yeah, she says that word just fine.
God love her though.
She don't even trip. It's
They're
like
just
boom,
words.
and you're like,
I know.
it's
They're
so
just
cute.
yeah, I could tell she was a lot. She was cute. I couldn't even get enough of her.
She's a spitfire.
Yeah.
I know. We was hoping she'd keep going. She's like, I'm fucking done with this.
Yeah,
She
she's
gets up and walks
dropped
off.
the mic.
I was like, Dre, I think we're done. I think this one's a wrap here.
That's
So
all.
we're done? He's like, I think we're done.
She goes, "What's a godfather?" Is that what she said? What's a godfather? And you're like, "Well, it's just this word."
Yeah, I'm like, how do you say,
How does she even
God
ask
damn
that
you, and
question?
have that ask, how do you ask that?
Right. How do you even know to ask that question?
I wouldn't have known.
She's so cute.
Goddamn.
I feel like the older that we get, do you not appreciate kids more at that age?
I think so. I feel like maybe it's because we're getting closer to the kid. Like we're getting ready to get our diapers changed again.
No.
See, you go back. Think about that. We fucking
Later,
go back,
you
bro.
got a lot of years before that.
But we're going into that stage where we're like her age right now. No?
Yeah. No,
Oh my God, bro.
no.
Yeah. And then
No, it's because you're
and
going to
then-
be a grandpa.
And then we slowly get younger and younger, and before
Like
you know
Benjamin
it, they're
Button.
changing our fucking diaper
Yeah.
again.
Maybe not. Well, you hope. No, here we go. You hope your kids are going to change your diaper again.
What if they don't? What if
right?
they're
They're
going to put me in a
wheel your
fucking
ass somewhere
home?
where they're fucking mean to you.
Do you think you can?
Can I say that? Okay.
That was so cute.
But that's what's going to happen.
I want that on the intro thing with the way you went. That was
You got
pretty
to
funny.
be nice to your kids
Right.
so they will change you.
Or do you? Or do you discipline them in a way that
Once they're adults,
they know they're going to help you later?
you do your job until it's time to be their friend.
How do you do it? Do you have the solution? Do you have the answer to raising children?
No, I don't. I have 4. Every single one of them obviously is different. Bailey was my first. It was easy.
How old is she now?
She's Serena's age, so she'll be
25.
25. Because Serena, her birthday's March, right?
That's right. Same okay.
Yeah, because we have the same birthday, Serena and I. She's the 17th?
14th.
14th. Okay, so her and Berkeley, all 3 of us are.
You're a March girl too?
Yes, I'm St. Patrick's Day. You did my first tattoo.
I do
4-leaf clover.
I do remember.
And then
Sorry.
Berkeley, no, you don't have to be. I don't expect you.
You
to
did my
remember
first
now.
tattoo. I'm like,
Well, it's a 4-leaf clover for St. Patrick's Day.
That's right.
And then
Remember?
Berkeley is the 15th, so then Serena. And I can see
You're OG from the basement.
all
days.
3 of us. Oh, you there? Okay. Being the same. Those Pisces you got to watch out for.
So you have her. She's a Pisces. Then what?
Okay, so Braden was first. He's my special boy.
Okay.
Okay. Bailey and him are what they call Irish twins because they're 11 months apart. So they're both going to be 25 for 3 weeks.
Got it.
So Bailey will be 25 in September. Braden will be 26. Berkeley, which goes to school with Landon,
Yeah.
15.
You guys, they're all the same age.
And then Brecken is 11.
That's cool.
So it's,
And you're done.
I've been done for a long time. I just want
No more
sweet
kids.
baby Jesus. I want grandbabies. That's all.
She's old enough, bro.
But I feel like my best advice, and I am not the best parent. I promise I'm not.
I think so.
Don't be their friend. You don't get to be their friend till you're done with all that stuff. And I feel like that Berkeley doesn't lie to me.
Right.
Like, I'll say that. Like, Berkeley's never.
Is that fucking cool? I love that.
Yes, and I love that. And Bailey never needed a reason to worry. Bailey was the easiest thing ever. So the past she paid for her sister.
She's like, this is the way.
I'm like, Bailey, I'm like, you little bitch. Bailey never put me through this.
I showed her the way.
And so
She showed me the way.
But I trust my kids, and they trust to tell me things. So when Berkeley has something that she has to come with me at, I'm like, okay,
We're good.
I can do this. Don't load the dishes, and I'll lose my shit. But I can do this.
But wrecking that car
Yeah.
or whatever, we're fine.
Yeah, like it's that level. But I just feel like don't be their best friend, but let them come to you. Let them say, hey, we got to do this. Talk about this.
Isn't that a fine line, right? The friend thing. It's like, if you are
Yes.
not their fucking parent, you're gonna have a problem.
Yes.
You let them get away with everything.
Yes.
Because it's what we need in our life. We wished we had.
Yes.
Nay.
It's a hard balance.
Raise them kids, man. Raise them. You're your mom. They're your mom. Goddamn, I'm mom. But I'm your homie for real. But I am your mom.
But I'm still your mom. This is how I feel. Like, raise your kids right so society doesn't have to. Like, that's always my thing. Like, I want them to have gainful employment. Pay your bills. Don't come and borrow money. Do your thing. And I feel like then but you could have 5 of them and 3 of them are okay.
Right.
So you just don't know. But trying to not be their best friend with them.
I think your influence is a lot deeper than you think, though. The one that might be not okay. It's like, no, your influence is still there. Because all your
like
people
that.
in your life are like, what do you do to those fucking kids?
Right.
We're like,
Oh.
nothing. Like, you don't like beat the shit out of them. They're
No.
so good.
Right.
They're so they're like they're gentlemen. They're young men. It's like, I don't know what the hell we do.
I
We
know.
just raised them. I don't even.
But you raised them with love
they
and
follow
restriction.
What you are, and if you are of such, they're gonna follow you.
Yeah. I feel like mine are rounded. They're not going to, I promise they won't go somewhere and be culture shocked. Like, we're a culture shock to other people.
Say less.
So I
true.
like that, my kids can bring that and not be shocked. And also come home and say, Mom, and I do appreciate you. Like, as much as you don't think I do, I love that I know how to change my sheets. My kids could survive an apocalypse and they'd be fine without me. And I feel like I love to raise independent children.
Yeah.
I'll always have Braden, my special boy. I'll have him his whole life. So the other ones, they're always have to take care of him.
How old are they until they leave? When do you tell them get out of my house?
That's a hard one for me. Because
Or do you want them all in your house?
I don't want them there,
I
though.
want mine in my house.
You
I
do.
want them all,
So does
but
my husband.
I
He's
fucking
like,
don't though.
oh, I don't. I want my house to myself.
I do too, but I kind of want them too.
Like 3 doors up, maybe, just to come over when they are
close.
hungry.
No, you say no.
Nah, fuck that. 18, you out of the crib. Except for baby girl. Baby girl can stay, but
See?
my boy's out.
Right.
See, that's what I'm saying too, though. I want them out. Look, 18. I left at 14, so it's like 18. You're out. I'm saying in the back of my little brain, there's a thing going. Don't leave. Don't leave. No fucking leave.
I had
leave.
a hard time. So who have you guys had move out?
So Serena, Cole, Serena and Cole.
And did you
Cade-
guys cry? Did you guys
Cade went to college for quite a while.
So Yeah. So
But
we
he's back.
don't.
He's back for now.
How old was Serena when she moved out?
Which fucking time?
Okay, the first time. Go back to the like your virgin days on that.
Like, yeah, 18.
Did you cry? Were you sad?
Dude, it was weird.
I cried. Me and Bailey at that age fought, because that's natural. And I remember standing
yeah.
over on the side of her bed, and I still feel it. I'm like,
What's wrong with me?
But why do you want to go? But they always want their mom, and I still result
Always.
back to I still want my mom.
Always.
I still and I.
Your mom's a fucking gangster.
Oh man, she's such a milf.
That lady's dope.
She really.
What did I
is.
pierce on
What
her?
did she be, a
Her
gilf, not a
ears,
milf?
But she. Oh no, not this woman.
She's a bad bitch, dude.
She is a bad bitch.
I pierced her ears. I can't remember, and I was like,
yeah.
"Fuck what?" Like she just sat there like some G.
And she's sexy. Like she's sexy and knowledgeable and beautiful.
Very classy
She
woman.
is.
Yeah.
You know, so
remember
she's
just
always
a-
been in the
a
bar
class
business.
about her.
She
I'm like,
is.
Damn, you're vibing, man.
She does
She
though.
runs it, comes in like,
Yep.
water, get me some wine.
She
Whatever the
tells
fuck
me
she
what
wants.
to do at my house, and I'm like, okay, mom. Like that's because she works for
she's
me
got
2
it.
days.
She's
You know, a
got
few
it.
days a week with Braid. But she has been in the bar business,
Yeah, she's badass, bro.
so everybody knows her. And her crowd, they'll come in. Well, where's Judy? Everybody just wants to know where Judy is.
What is her sign? When is she born?
She's a Cancer. Her and Byron are.
She-
She's a Cancer.
Holler out my Cancer.
She's a true Cancer.
That's what he is. That's J Rock behind the camera, by the way. That's what Jade is. That's what Connor is. All my tattooers
I got it.
and Dre, they're all cancers.
I love their souls.
They're fucking bosses,
oh,
bro.
Oh,
They're
they are. They're gonna
so
own it.
emotional. They're so like full of like emotion. They feed with emotion. Every time there's every action, every movement is toward a good feeling, a
Yes.
feeling like they drive emotionally. I feel like all the time. They're never like rude or
No.
if they are, it's to the death. But
Well, it's because
like,
they have a reason.
right.
Yes.
The rest of us are dickheads.
We're just like, you're a little bitch.
But
my
they're
mom's like, no, they're
"Man,
not.
Hey, let's fix
Yes.
this. Like, can I? What
Yeah.
can I do? Or they're out of the they're just beautiful
Yes.
people. I'm surrounded by them. Anyway.
Yes, and that's my mom. And then so my little boy, the youngest, he's a Cancer right before her birthday.
Same
and
thing.
So we're all kind of like grouped together where we all have like Berkeley and I have the same sign, and then Blake and Brecken or Brayden have the same sign. So they're all kind of grouped together, and
It's kind of cool.
I like that. And I don't even know any of that stuff, but like
Right.
within my family, like
Who was a Pisces? You don't know any? Like that's your guys' thing.
So this is what I know. So this is what is strange. So Berkeley was born on the 15th. Bailey was born on the 14th. My mom's the 18th. Like all of us have all these numbers as far as our birth dates
That's cool.
in a sequence, like in common. And I like that shit. It's dumb.
That's how me and my brothers are. 9, 10, 11.
See, I like that.
So this shit's dope. And
Yeah.
we're all JBH.
Even if it just brings
cool.
you joy, I like it.
I know it's cool.
Yeah.
It's weird. There's something to it, right? It's weird. It's like, how did that happen?
Right.
Things happen, but things don't just happen.
I know. Right?
There's like I always feel like things don't just fucking fly around. Like
Right.
everything's doing something. Everything.
So, like, if your
So-
tire's low and you don't leave, do you feel like sometimes something else, like divine intervention, is involved? So, like, if you know what I mean?
I totally know what you mean. I want to give a good answer because I say a lot of things on this show and I don't ever want to ruffle feathers. I'm a very honest person.
Yes.
I lead with way too much thinking, so I don't want to be doing.
You think a lot, and
But
that's
I
good,
I get a little. I think I offend people, and I don't mean to.
I don't think you do.
Okay.
I don't think that's true.
Because I've said a lot of things on the show, and I'm like,
No.
I hope everybody just feels what I say is so real. It sounds like shit because
It
it's
doesn't. No, it
coming
doesn't.
from my heart though. All I mean is it's not thought of. I don't think about it. It's
Yeah, because it's
and it's a
coming
mess
straight from your soul.
It's me.
But don't worry
But I
about
want
if
to
you
try
offend
to.
other people.
Sometimes I need to be a little more careful. So to answer that question, I believe in energy, right?
Yes.
So I don't believe there's one thing pulling the strings like we're puppets. I don't think there's like a thing in charge of anything. I really don't.
Just
I
all the
think
energy that we've had in our lives.
Yeah, dude. I
that.
think we're all gods. I think every
I
single
don't hate that at all.
every person is their own like God. You're your own, whatever you think that word is to you.
Right, whatever that is.
But
in
you
your
are
soul.
in power of you. That's so fucking
Yeah,
cool.
I like that. That's a good point. I really like that.
You say move,
But-
you move. It's like you're your God. That's so neat. So I don't believe in
you don't believe in
if I
divine
leave the
intervention.
tire.
Yeah.
I just know that it happened for a reason. But I don't
Yeah.
I don't go much deeper
Yeah.
than that because I'm too deep. So I'll just get
Then
lost.
you would do it for a year, right? You'd be on this little like.
That's why I wanted to answer
I get that.
trickily because I don't know that I believe in actually anything.
That's okay.
I just believe in what I can honestly
What you feel in your
have
heart.
my senses.
I don't know what I believe.
that I can touch and feel,
Mm-hmm.
not necessarily think. And I don't need thought there. I need to see it or touch it or
Yeah, like
a little more belief so I can believe it. Right?
yeah.
What do you think?
Go.
Your tire goes flat. Is
I
that for a
feel
reason?
like so many things are intimate to different people.
Sure.
Um.
Tattooing is intimate to me.
Yeah. Yeah. There you go. And I feel like, to be 100% honest, if I didn't have my special needs son, that I feel like he's my soulmate.
Yeah.
I feel like my soul has been with him
Do you want to tell that story?
1,000 years. Oh yes, I could talk about Braden.
Let's talk about
I
him.
could talk about Braden forever,
I
forever.
love this.
Okay, so he was my firstborn.
Okay.
I was 19, scared to death, but then I had him and I wasn't scared. I was just fine. I was a natural mom. And so that was October.
Your fucking mom.
No
one's fucking with this.
I'm not.
She's
yeah.
she's a fucking mom.
And I couldn't wait to be a mom. I remember.
Your mom.
My mom.
Everybody knows you. You are mother people. You guys are
Definitely,
all.
for sure.
You can feel it.
For sure. So Braden was born. Everything was fine. I noticed weird stuff when I would turn the lights on. I'd be like, he doesn't even care. And I remember my mother-in-law saying,
So you didn't know yet.
no, not even
no.
not even an inkling, not even nothing in the entire world.
Okay.
He got sick in January with RSVP. It was kind of the year that, so at 96, that it was hitting really hard. And I had taken him to the doctor 4 or 5 times within 3 days. And I remember being that young and saying, I'm not going home. You're going to put us in the hospital. He needs help. We were there a couple hours and they put oxygen on him, which, okay, that's what we're here for. So 2 days later, a doctor came in and was like throwing his fingers in his face. And I'm like,
how old was he?
3 months.
3. It was okay, tiny.
And I'm just like, I don't even understand. I had not even a little bit of a clue. So I guess the nurse there said he couldn't see, and it was just kind of a plethora of stuff from there. I was actually pregnant with Bailey.
So he was blind. He's fully. I didn't even know that.
He's fully blind,
I didn't
and
know that.
God bless him. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
You
don't-
didn't know I was of that either.
Not even at all.
Damn.
So he's got what's called optic nerve hypoplasia, where you don't have a pituitary gland, like to undorcasize it. He doesn't have a pituitary gland.
Okay.
And his eyes are good. And then the cords that go to his eyes, they're not all there. So maybe 2 or 3.
Damn.
So from there, it was like, okay, he's blind. And then I'm like, no, he's not just blind. He's not talking. He's not this. He's not that. Whole lot of everything. Seizures and life flight and just learning him.
As of how old nowish?
Okay, so he went to the school for the deaf and blind at 2,
Okay.
which was really awesome. And in 2005, his teacher, which she was amazing, Kim Hadley, she came to me and basically said, he's spoiled. He's got too much at your house. He needs to come to the cottages up at the school for the blind. And I was like, well, that's not ever going to happen.
But you still don't know the severity of anything yet?
Well, at this point,
As of that time frame?
So first it was like, oh, he's
Not
got
seen.
some learning. Yeah.
Okay.
So after it blossomed all out, still at this point, all I know is he's got a little bit of cerebral palsy and he's got learning disabilities. Autism wasn't really a thing yet. It hadn't really come out and said, hey, I'm autistic.
No.
So this was like 2005. So he goes to the school for the blind, and I'm like, you know what? This autism, and I think he's got XYZ and da-da-da-da. So getting him diagnosed was like cutting toes off of a doctor. And I was like, this is going to come as a surprise. I was obnoxious.
You were a fucking mother that wanted
I
answers.
was, though, when I was like, no, he's not just blind. Now, when I was fine with any diagnosis, but I was huge on we have to teach him for what he is.
Yeah, let's find what is this? Yeah.
So what that means with me speaking of a blind child, like some blind people can learn Braille. Braden isn't cognitive enough to learn Braille. So we don't teach him Braille.
Yeah.
We're gonna teach him other stuff. So he's 26 years old now, and we're going out of town this weekend, and he knows we're going. And he tells me we're gonna go swimming. He's so smart, but he's just blossomed so much, and I've just never ever felt like, oh, I have a handicapped son. I'm sad. I mean, of course, the first few months you're weird and all of that, but
I can't. Dude,
he's a blessing. I don't know if he's a blessing to me or my mom because she's such an angel.
She just adores him too.
Oh, dear Lord. Yes. Like, she tells me what to do. So it's like, okay, I'll do whatever you say, Mom. She's an angel.
Yeah, totally is. What the fuck is she doing?
She knows I have dogs. She's like, this
She's
is
trying to
a
get in your
safe
bag.
zone. That wouldn't be the first one.
Trying to crawl in that bag.
Probably because I was at
There's
Pride
treats and
Sunday.
there's fucking
Yeah.
everything else in there.
Yeah. That's okay. I don't have personal space, so
My little Stormy.
she can do whatever she wants. But
So he needs help 24 hours a day.
Yeah. So he's in diapers.
Damn.
But he's so smart in ways like I'll open his door and I turn the tub on so he can take a bath.
Sure.
He gets right up and he takes off his diaper. And so I tell him, you're smart enough to do this. I shouldn't be changing your poo.
Right.
Like, he's smart enough, but I feel like that window, he's smart enough to climb out the window. He climbed out his window in the middle of winter a few years ago. So now he can't.
You got that fucker bolted down.
Yep. We had to put.
Did he get out?
Oh, he did. It was.
Oh, dear
It's
God.
okay, so.
Let's hear this story.
Okay, so I was pregnant. I was pregnant with Brecken, my last baby, when Braden had a really horrible disease in his eye called Coates, which is so weird because he can't see anyway.
Right. Yeah.
But then I had his eye removed, and I'm like, what do you mean you're removing his eye? It was very devastating and very weird that he couldn't see. Like, if you had an arm you couldn't use and had it taken away. You didn't use it anyway. But it was oddly devastating. So I've been through, so much, hell and back with him. But that was, I remember it was like February 18th, and I was looking at pictures of him on my phone, and my husband comes in the room and he says, you need to come out here. And I looked at him and I was like, I thought something was dead. I thought
It's
like
cold.
a
Fuck
cat
you.
or a dog was hit by a car. And I said, no, I'm not coming. Like, what? What do you have to tell me? So Braden had opened up his window. Now, mind you, he's in a diaper. He can't see anything. And he lowered himself down from my second story and was standing in the...
The fuck did he use? Was it sheet or
his
something?
arms.
He just crawled
He's
out?
not even smart. He I don't want to say that. That's not even right. The word.
No,
he's
no,
not even cognitive enough to know. But he
How
lowered-
far the ground is or any of
it's
this.
and it's far. So it was February and he was in his diaper.
How did he know?
I don't even know. You don't want to know. So this was
God.
February. The April before that, Brecken was like 4 or 5. And he'd have the neighbor over and they left ice cream out all over the counter. And I'm like, you're done. Go to your room. He scaled his window. He jumped out his window to run away to his friends. He's 4.
Jeez.
I'm telling you, you can't even make it up. And I remember saying, you opened your window. And so for all of those months, it was in Braden's head that he could open up his window. Autistic people, they want to get out from where they're at.
Sure.
They don't know how to go. They don't know how to get there. They don't know how to do any of that. So we have to do a reverse lock on his door to keep him safer. He would hurt the animals. But he was out in the February. He'd probably been out there 20 minutes at the...
Yeah, what was he doing?
He's standing there like...
Just doing his thing.
Like Rain Man.
In the yard? Just,
remember Rain Man?
Yeah.
Yeah. He goes, Joe. And he's just standing there. And Joe comes out. And I'm just like, well, we got to get him in. And he was freezing. And my heart my whole entire soul just almost left my body. Because I was more like what would have happened if I was asleep?
But you're like, what an accomplishment.
It is. Well,
But you're like, what are you doing?
Yeah. And I'd like, what'd you do? And he would pat his little self. But today, Bailey pulled up to the house, and he's standing at his window, opening it up, trying to get out like The Walking Dead, which assures me that that's what we're doing with the.
Do you have small enough grates in there where now he can't crawl out of it?
Yeah, we do, and
whatever,
Joe's
bars or
also
something?
designed it so we can just push, and because we have a fire plan, obviously. That's what I do for a living. I'm an insurance agent.
Yes, you are. You're our insurance
I
agent.
am, but so going back to like his door being locked, and the you know what you have to do as a mom,
Dude,
right?
you can't have him crawl out and do
My
that.
morning
Or
company,
break his neck out there or something, falling. God,
he would have died if we'd have been asleep. But so
he would have froze. It was probably cold.
oh, it was February, and he didn't have any clothes on.
You don't do that in Utah.
It was a lot. And
It's
so now
cold.
I just knew. I told Joe, I said, he's not going to stop getting in that window. And he knew. I was like, I'm serious. Like, you know what my mom told Joe? She says, I'll never come over again until you get that window boarded up.
Scary.
Oh, his ass was at Home Depot. Like, he doesn't. I'm like, Mom, will you tell Joe that I need the
now.
the flowers trimmed? Like, because he'll do it. And he was like, I'm not even messing
He
with
listens
her.
to your mom.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Before it's even out of her mouth.
Done.
He's like, yes, Grandma. Okay, Grandma. Oh, yeah. It's cute, though. He loves her so much.
She's cool. She's a
great.
badass, bro.
And she loves the right way. And there's not very many people my mom doesn't like. I probably not even one hand.
It's a cancer thing.
It must be. She's
They're
so
beautiful. They love
she is,
everybody.
and she's so good. And I'm like, I don't know, Mom. She's like, and she's always right. I'll say that. I'm 45 years old, and my mom's never been wrong.
Good for you.
Never. And I'm like, Mom.
It takes a lot to say that. That's beautiful.
Yeah, I love that though.
feel it. I feel it.
Moms are beautiful.
Oh, totally. I have more respect for mothers. I absolutely
Yes,
agree.
moms are beautiful.
You guys are bizarre.
We're crazy.
You're like, well, we can't do anything without you. But like,
Oh,
you're so needed. You're
Oh.
we wouldn't be here without you guys, right?
I went
But
to
there's
Disney
something
World.
about that motherhood thing. It
There
is
is.
so incredible, man. It's
There
cool.
is.
It's
There
really
is.
cool.
I feel like we're all going to heaven, no matter what we do.
Oh yeah, yeah.
There was a song, and I believe all moms go to heaven.
You killed
Yes,
that
we
kid.
do.
He goddamn deserved it. You didn't listen to me, boy. Women, that's how you fuck. You got to say, bro.
Oh.
You got all the power in my house.
I'm glad I'm not a man that has to deal with a woman, because I wouldn't.
Oh, bro, bro.
We're
help me.
scary.
You are. You're beautiful. You're so needed, but wow, when that gets twisted and mama's mad, fuck a bunch of that.
No one even wants. Even the
Nobody
dogs
likes
get scared,
mom mad.
right? Even the dogs get scared.
Oh,
They're like,
fuck
We're
yeah.
just gonna go over here.
When dad freaks out, like, whatever.
They don't even care, huh?
Mom's pissed. It's like everybody hiding.
We're a lot.
Hiding.
I'm okay with that though. I'm okay to be a lot.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. I think it's beautiful. So he needs help. What is-
Okay, so
what
he's
was-
in diapers.
What does he do all day then?
Oh, God bless him.
Is he in that room most of the day?
So he goes to daycare, and they cater to him. Whatever he wants, Braden gets. He loves Lagoon.
So he's not daycare at your home.
Nope, he goes to an
Oh,
adult daycare.
okay.
They come pick him up. They walk him to the. So well, before COVID, they did lots of activities, but he sits there all day. You'll have to see, and he rocks back and forth because he loves his rocker. Before it was the ball, now it's the rocker. And he was talking about Freddy Krueger.
Really?
You would love him so much. I'm
I
like,
love it.
And I'm like, what? But he wants the Monster Mash. So I bought Google, and now he speaks to her. Hey, Google, play the Monster Mash. And it's always the Monster Mash or Grinch. One of the two.
So does he speak as well?
He speaks out of context, though.
No. Okay.
So he knows. So this week, we're going to Sawyer Brown tomorrow. We're going to go stay in a hotel in Vernal. And he's been telling everybody, Braden likes to swim. Braden's not going camping. Braden's going to a hotel. So he's a third party, but he'll talk out of context.
But he speaks well.
very well.
Okay, you can understand what he's saying.
Every word of it.
Oh, okay.
Every word
It's
of
just
it. And
wherever he
it's
wants
so
to
funny.
put
They
it.
would probably arrest me if they heard him all the way. No, I'm serious. Oh, and he's me. He's all me.
Oh,
you
dear
can hear
God.
he goes, can I say it?
You
he goes
can
the
say
other day,
whatever you want.
He goes, are you fucking kidding me? I was like, oh shit.
That's my kid.
It's just in my tone. It's just in everything.
Ooh, your tone.
And I'm like, oh,
I love
Braden. And I'm like, stop it. People are going to think I'm hurting you. And I'm yelling at Brecken. It's not him. So it's funny.
He's picking up what you're yelling at the little one.
God hears everything. He knows everything.
Smart.
He's the best. I don't feel like everybody's even meant for that, but I was meant for him. 100%. I'm not even.
God bless you,
surprised.
man. You are you're an interesting person. That's why I wanted to have you on here. I think you're very interesting. Ever since we've met you, we're always like,
just like she's
the
just,
fuck can't she do? Like,
I have a lot of hats. I have a lot of hats.
You work with the
Humane Society of Northern Utah.
Yes, dude. And you adopt kitties and you work with what else don't you do? Everything you do, you're giving.
You know what I want?
You're a
on my
giver.
bucket list,
Beautiful.
I would love to be a foster mom for humans.
And you want that.
Oh, I do, but I want the special needs.
Look at you.
Yeah.
You are a unique
I would
human.
love that. I don't even know, and I'm a little bitch. I'm like, ew. I'm not always. I mean, I'm nice, but I'm still like, if someone's not nice, I know. Like I always tell people, you think I'm nice, but I'm not that nice. Like, don't wrong me, nice.
How many people do you know would openly say they want to do that? I'm being honest. I don't know if I know a lot of people that would say, I want to help special needs kids. I want to
do.
foster them. I want to help them. I want to raise them.
That
is
do.
like Mama Teresa shit.
If I ever could redo, and I love my career, I do. I'm so happy, and I've succeeded, and I love what I do.
You're good at it.
But if I could pick something, I would work definitely with special needs, either be an educator or
Start your own thing.
I know, huh? I'm like, I can do
Absolutely.
whatever I want.
Absolutely, you can. You know, you're looking.
I
at
could
it.
do whatever I want, and
I'm there. I'm in your
right?
court. I'm fucking pushing everything I can at it. Like
I gravitate. Like
I'm
we're
all
in
in.
Disneyland or even at Lagoon, and I see the special needs, and I can pick them out like nothing.
you have that.
Oh,
so
and
you
I
have
walk
that
up to them, and I'm like,
connection.
"How are you?" And their
Yeah.
mom's like, and I'm like, "No, how are you today?"
I got this, bitch.
Hello.
I'm good at this.
Yeah. Just let me talk to him.
You
But
are.
I-
You're very unique.
I like that. Well,
Yeah.
thank you.
It's a great
I
thing.
feel like I'm a good person.
No, you're a great person.
I do. I'm pretty. I feel like I'm a good person.
Yeah, you come over here and you're always. I've never been around somebody that's always fucking happy.
Oh, that's nice.
Always happy.
I'm usually happy
Not
unless there's
kinda.
dishes in the sink. Then I'm.
Yeah, you said that twice now.
Oh shit! It's a trigger.
Don't
I
fuck
feel like
with
it
your
is.
dishes, bro.
No, don't though. It's right
Holy
there. Put
fuck.
them in the. Who wants to see that?
Come
It's
over
like,
for dinner? No, I'm not coming over for dinner. Not gonna happen.
We'll do paper
Can,
plates.
can I wash my hands?
No, I'm not like that.
Teasing.
Just like
I feel
when I
you.
go to bed, I'll go to bed and I have everything nice, and I'll wake up in the morning and there's like cereal and fruity pebbles. Like, why? Why can't
Your
you
house
just,
is fucking in order, isn't it?
No, you would think it is.
I would think.
But I try,
I would
and
think.
it just all goes out to shit. I come home, I'm like, why do I even work?
bet
Why do
not.
I even have a job I leave to? Why do I even go anywhere?
I bet not. I bet you'd walk in the house and be like, holy shit.
Oh,
What is going on around here?
just fold your blankets and put your pillows back. Pretend you weren't here.
Don't fuck with them dishes.
No, that's what I said. It's gross.
I love
it's
that.
a thing. It must be a thing. It
It's
must be
okay.
somewhere. We're leaving Berkeley home this weekend. And all the kids are there.
Are you so scared?
No, I'm just like, I'm locking my bedroom door and don't leave me a mess. I'm like, I don't want to know what you did. I don't want to know who was here. Don't leave me a mess. And you know what? The boys
You're
are like,
super mom.
the boys are like, okay. And Berkeley's like, well, maybe I should just go with you. I'm like, no, don't come with me. Just don't leave a mess.
She won't.
She does pretty good.
Your kids are good.
Yeah, yeah.
They are. They have no choice.
Well, yeah. There's Byron.
Bro, if I was your mom, if I was your kid, yeah,
You'd listen.
my shit's in order.
Right, just
I'm
stop.
doing the fuck what I'm told.
Yeah, as they should. You've got good kids.
My kids are angels, and I didn't raise them.
Yes, you.
She raised
Yes,
them.
you
She
did.
raised-
Oh, stop.
She raised those kids, bro. I was gone for 13 years. She raised those kids. That mom raised them boys, and that girl, and they're fucking G's, man. They're,
Isn't that awesome?
great
I feel like
kids.
you've done.
I
And
was
now you
around.
get a grandbaby.
but I did not raise them. Don't even kid yourself. I did not raise those kids. She did it. I was here.
That doesn't surprise me, but he's probably discrediting.
No,
himself
I
a
really,
little
I was,
bit.
I was a weekend dad. Here and there, I was home. Like the most
look what you
effective.
built.
I'm so honest. Like the most effective time in their lives, you know, is pre-talk. You know, right there. Like, you know, like 2 to 7 is when our behavior is formed. That's when our behavior is formed. Period. I was not around for those years. I was gone a lot, man, traveling. So that's badass. She
nice.
did it.
That's a lot of work.
And that's the time I don't wish anything, but if I would be more impactful in them areas. Now I'm very, they just do their thing, man. They just do whatever.
Well, that's why you get grandkids.
Yeah.
You get a second chance to do it all that way, and that's important.
I'm excited for that.
Oh, you're gonna be so good.
Having a special needs son, was that tough in your marriage? Like knowing what to do?
I'm gonna tell you this. So I met Joe in '99. I had one on each hip, 2 and 3. He dated me 4 years, but Braden was never an issue for him. Even now, ever. He changes diapers. I went to Disney World in March. I left Brecken home, the 10-year-old, and Joe was like, "Hey, we need you home. When you leave." I'm
when you coming back?
He did, and that's the first time in probably 18 years that he was really like, "Oh, I need my wife. This place does not work without you." I'm like, really?
The world stops.
It does, though.
It
does. But Joe has been through every single. He's been through everything, every surgery, every life fight, everything. If I want to go somewhere, he'll make sure he's home to watch Braden. So it's like I have a newborn. I either take Braden or I don't go. And he walks slow, so like at Lagoon, he needs a wheelchair. There's no way I couldn't even imagine flying with him. And I like to travel. I could be gone once a month and be just fine, and Joe wants to be home. So it works.
I like to be home too.
Do you? I had a guess with that.
I traveled for all those years previously. We talked about.
You said every state. I listened to one of your podcasts. You said you were in
all but honestly 6 or so state. I don't know them exactly. I'd have to really go back and go at it, but it's only a handful. You can count them on one hand.
Yeah.
And
I heard
barely another hand. Like that many states is all I haven't been into. So I've done that. I've traveled. I don't like it. I was never here. I want to be here. So I just did both sides is all. I haven't done this side yet, but I've done the thing, man. I've traveled for almost 20 years, so I'm ready to be home.
Yeah, being boring's good though. Yeah. Boring's good.
Yeah.
Travel kicks your ass. It kicks my ass, but I like it. I'm always like, hey, when's my next fix? Where am I gonna go? And then I'm like, but Braden's he's just all day after day. But I have a good system.
When you leave, are you like, fuck, I want to go back?
No.
No. You're out.
I just want to be like, I hope my laundry is not no.
And them dishes better be good.
Yes, like my whole mood set in the first 15 seconds that I walk in the door. So I tried to do like I'm on my way home today, and here's Byron, you guys. He's so cute.
A quick little courtesy call, if you will.
I do.
I'm on my way home.
Answering. He's on his way to the park with his golf clubs. And I pull over and I'm like, what are you doing? I'm beating cash. We're going to go hit a bucket of balls at the park.
You're like,
I'm like, well, you can't do that. I'm going to get sued. You can't do that. So he says, I'm going to hit the foam ones you got me for my birthday.
You little shit.
And I'm thinking, oh, okay. And I pull in the driveway, and all of them are sitting right there, all the foam balls. Drive my ass on back, and he goes,
he's hitting real golf.
I'm going to kill him. I'm going to kill him. And so it's like, I can't even do warning calls anymore. I'm like, don't have a phone if I can't do that.
I'm going to hit the foam ones. And you got home, and they were in the driveway.
Yeah. So you know what he said? I hit a few real ones, and they went in the road. I'm like, they did, huh? I'm like, do you know you're going to cause a wreck, and then we're going to get sued?
Uh-huh.
Ew. He's so brutally honest, though. He can't lie to me. And I'm like, just tell me the truth. Like, I'm going to know anyway. Don't you like the truth?
I don't think any of your kids are lying to you.
I don't either. No.
I don't even think. You're acting like they are just good. No, they have no choice. They're going to tell you what's going on.
They have to, huh?
Yeah.
I'll know anyway. That's how I feel. But
Are you going to be like that? Are you going to be... What do you think? Are you like...
How old are your babies?
So I have an 8-year-old, a 3-year-old, and a 9-month-old.
What are their sex? The female?
The boys are the older ones, and then my baby is a girl.
Oh, and is she, though?
Lord have mercy.
Yeah.
You got to see this kid, bro.
Yeah, she's adorable. I'll try to get a picture up on that thing.
Yeah, you need to.
She is...
Oh, I love the babies. I would have had 10.
This kid, you got to see this kid. I say it all the time, and people, I'm sure, get sick of hearing it. I'm not kidding. This kid is like...
No.
I don't know. Her eyes. That little kid is a cutie, man.
So your 8-year-old
she could be on any magazine, like Baby Weekly. Be the boss of it.
Stop it.
Erica's
I would
got it.
never get mad.
Erica beat me to bringing up the photo of my own kid.
Oh,
She loves that kid.
oh, I would never put her down.
Dude, she's fucking ridiculously cute.
What are their names?
So Tavian is my 8-year-old, and then Amari is my 3-year-old, and then Anaya.
That's beautiful.
Baby Anaya.
She's
Oh,
cute, bro.
goodness. Oh,
But are you gonna be like that? Do you think? Are you gonna like almost deem the truth thing? You think, or you? Well, I'm already watching some of it happen here. I seen a lot of that the other night when we had dinner. That was awesome interaction. You got a soldier on your hands.
his 8-year-old.
The oldest, yeah, dude. He's
wanna
like
see.
He's a handsome
dad. He's a little daddy,
love
little
it.
mommy. He's just a helper.
He wants to serve and protect. You know what I mean? Like that's what he does. He'll make sure everybody has a drink in their hand. He'll make sure that his sister's not
Can I
about
tell
to
it-
fall off the table.
Can I tell a drink story?
Yeah, go
Oh, I
ahead.
like drink
Fuck it.
stories.
Wait, you hear this? So we had dinner last night. First night we've done anything and not worked.
Good.
All we do is fucking work.
I'm sure.
Me and Dre, it's all we know. He goes home after this and he works to tell. I get, and you know.
Yeah.
So he's like, we're coming up for fucking dinner. I'm assuming this is how it went. I don't know. I think she plans everything.
And you left the house?
I wasn't. No, I was here.
Okay.
Yeah, you would think though.
God love
But
you.
they come up for just dinner. It was so weird. We're always working.
Yes.
So I thought that was cool. But anyway, so he comes up. We're chill mood. It was a great night. I've never had such just chill fun. All these little shithead kids were out here. They were great. It was just fun. The whole night, I could tell stories all night. But they're getting ready to leave. And what's your oldest? I'm sorry, I forgot his name. Tavian, the oldest, the 8-year-old. He's like, he's just quiet, man. He's watching the room. He don't miss a move. He's watching his little brother.
I like it.
Always got his little brother. He had all the
Oh.
welders out. This kid's over here getting ready to do stuff. And anyway, they get ready to leave, and we can go on and on and on. And he goes in the garage in here where the drinks are in the fridge. Because he's been out there a couple times getting drinks for people. And he's like, we're leaving. I'm like, cool, man, you leaving? He's like, yeah, need, get some drinks for my parents before we go. Drinks for your parents? Like, do you need anything? He's like, no, I'm good. It's just they're for my mom and dad. I'm like, you little sweetheart. And so I open the fridge. I'm like, I just want to see where he goes. He's so smart. And he's like, he reaches and he's like, do you have any Dr. Pepper?
God love him.
I'm like, well, they're warm. They're not in the fridge. That's fine. Oh, you know what? No, it's not. Do you Coke? She likes Coke. Hand me that Coke. So he grabs a Coke. And I'm like, he's like, And he's not funny. The kid's not funny. Like, he's very serious. Like, he's funny. I shouldn't.
I get you. I understand.
He's very serious. He's just on.
Yeah. Matter of fact.
He's on a. I'm moving, bitch. I'm getting a drink. Like, he's got no time to dick around. He's like, see, my dad. Oh, and my dad, one of these. And he reaches in, clear the back. He pulls out. He grabs a fucking beer.
Yes.
I'm like,
There you go.
It's just me and him in there. I'm like, okay, you got that for your dad? He's like, yeah, my dad likes these. I'm like, oh my.
God.
If Junior knows that we're about to leave, we're about to go home,
Yeah,
right?
I knew they were leaving. And I'm like, I said, can your dad have that while he drives?
Oh my God.
He's like, my mom will drive. I'm like, what the fuck?
Stop.
Dude,
Oh my
he
God.
said that.
And so I tell my son, I'm like, we're about to leave. I can't drink a beer before we leave.
Yeah, it was so fucking precious. It gives me goosebumps. I died. I was
Are
like,
they cute?
You little fucking G. Like, and I
You
didn't
weren't
have the
that
heart
smart.
to tell him no. I was like, dude, you gotta have your dad tell you no. I can't do it. I was like, I was gonna let him take it. He's like a salesman. Like, the way he does it is like,
It's so.
you're like, you got it, bro. What else you need? Can I, like, you need
I do
I kept saying all
for
night, you need a
you.
cigar? You need a little scotch? What do you need?
God.
Like, he's a grown up guy. He's like, he's just beyond his
a
years.
little old soul.
Doesn't smile. You talk.
He smiles.
I mean, I'm not being very.
Stop.
He's with me. Just with me. I mean, he doesn't know me. It's really the first
Right.
time he's been around me. He's very serious, and he's just. I need drinks, and I need.
God love him.
He go, where's your Junior? Where's your bathroom? I was like, who the fuck is this?
Stop.
He's just great, man.
See, I love that.
Yeah.
I love little boys.
And they're so solid. Like, he was just a little man. That's all I
Yeah,
mean.
there you
I
are.
hope,
Yeah,
I hope he
absolutely.
feels that.
Yeah.
I didn't mean. I meant no.
He's definitely gonna watch, by the way, because he watches the show. He watches
no
on
disrespect
YouTube.
to it at all.
Oh, well, shout out to him.
Yeah, he loves it.
He's solid, man. He's just such a mommy, daddy, just a helper.
Like so paternal.
He's like, I got my bro right here.
Oh.
He's
Well,
like,
that's-
don't touch that. And I'm like,
That's exactly how I want to raise my kids, right?
yeah.
Especially my sons. That like, yo, we're respectful. You know what I mean? We take care of others. You know what I mean? We look out for others. You know, when we have visitors come to the crib, the first one you ask them, would you like a drink? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So
he's
that's
on that drink thing.
he's
That's
learning
cute,
it.
though.
You know,
he
he's learning
knows
it.
how to make people feel welcome.
He's like getting the crowd comfortable. Like I felt that. I was
That's
like, "You need
sweet.
drinks, bro?" Right when they got here, he's like, "You come in for drinks."
Is
I'm
he
like,
a Cancer?
"Say less."
No, he's a Leo. So my family, my wife, she is a Leo. Tavian's a Leo, and then what would July be? What's that right
That's
now?
a Cancer.
That's a Cancer.
July
Oh,
23rd.
that might be.
Yes.
Are you sure?
No, not 100% sure.
July
It might be too
23rd.
far.
I'll look it up. But so and then what's November? That's Scorpio. We said right.
Yeah, Scorpio.
And then my baby's a Scorpio. So
And oh my God, yeah, she's
Oh,
all
goodness,
three of
look
those
at
kids.
Curls. Are those curls? Yeah.
Curls. Yeah, he's a little G. That one's a little G. They were so chill, man, and we had such a fun night. Like kids, it all goes back to kid.
They're
Like
fun.
I just love
Me too.
kids.
I do
I
too.
do. And when I leave, kind of went back to what I asked was the second we leave here, doesn't matter what we're doing, we want to come home. Like it's almost sickening. We're the parents. This show's about you. I'm not trying to
No, I know.
when we leave, we just want to come back.
Yeah.
And we just want to have our kids. And we just want to be with our
want my
dogs.
kids.
And we just want to be
We will. Yeah.
we try to leave, and we don't do shit. We'll go on a little honeymoon thing we've tried before, and it doesn't work, dude. We get there and we're like, fuck, let's just go get the kids.
Oh my God, that's how Joe
On a
is. I'm like,
fucking honeymoon.
no, leave them home.
Dude, we're up
I'm
there to get it.
different today.
No, we're going back to get our
that's
kids.
me. I am all about no. Shut the yeah.
It's what we do.
I think that's cute, but I'm not there.
I do
I've
that.
been a mom since I was 19, and I'm like, no. Anywhere I go, Joe's like, can the kids come? I'm like, no,
See?
they can't. But he does. He's still like that.
That's
I'm
how
like,
I
you weren't
am.
a dad till you were 35.
That's how I am.
No, I'm
He's
not.
bad.
I'm not. I miss Braden.
You know how to turn it on and off, and that's healthy, man.
Yeah.
That's so healthy.
Yes, I do
It-
miss Braid. I
but-
want to be with him all the time.
But you know how to turn things on and off. It's so cool. I don't have that. I'm more. Ooh, what'd you find? It's right there.
yeah. So my son is
Leo.
July 23rd,
So he's
and
a Leo.
he's the start of a Leo.
oh, just
He's
barely.
on the
Yeah.
cusp or
okay,
whatever.
he could teeter-totter.
Yep.
Those are even more deadly. The word is bad word, but it's more lot more there. You pull from both sides heavily. That's cool.
I like that though.
Oh,
I
it's-
think
it's
all that-
interesting.
I think
It's
that
unique.
stuff. I do. I
Unique.
love that. I think all that's cool. I love all that stuff though. Atmosphere and
It's creepy. What do you think I am?
oh, stop. I have your insurance. I don't know if that's
You are our insurance agent.
fair. So
You are.
I want to. Are you November?
I'm September.
September. So okay. So you and Bailey. What are you?
I'm a-
September
I'm a
what?
Virgo. The 10th.
Okay. Bailey's the 14th.
She's a Virgo.
Yeah.
Oh
I
boy.
could see that. That's good. I like that. I love all
And
that
females
stuff.
and males are. It's one of those signs. We're way different.
Different perspective.
Yeah.
I like that. But or spectrums.
Yeah, like the male and female thing are very different. Like Cancer's not as much. They're very like uniquely almost that
I like that.
on both sides of it or whatever. Some of them are really close in that, right? The Virgo's pretty gnarly, pretty opposite. Not opposite, but different.
I hear that.
Very different. But we're both. There's only one rule with Virgos, and you don't intellectually challenge us.
Got you. At least
Ooh, that'll help. Is that ring true? If you try to, if we know the answer and you're trying to deviate from that in any way, bad move.
got you.
We're gonna get you to where it's at. It's stupid. It's like don't
Bailey's
intellectually
really intellectual.
challenge.
That makes sense though.
Virgo people. We really hate that. If I'll just let it be, I don't care. I'm not gonna debate you, but
Yeah.
if you ask me, like our answers are so real and so like don't take them for what anything else. That's answer. I don't know.
I like
It's-
that
it's
though.
really
Not
weird.
everything's up for debate.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, and that's okay.
And most of us could give a shit less. We're not going to worry about it. It's fine.
I like that.
Moving on. We're like, if you're that dumb, it feels like to us, which is not real. We're moving here. We're okay.
I got you. I have so my next door neighbors you pierced Brooklyn's nose a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
I went to school with their dad. I love them. So they're more than just, I'm kind of like their auntie.
You're that to everybody.
Stop it. I'm not always.
You are though. You're such that. Anyway,
I try. No, I like that. I like that. And I love them.
You're that girl.
So, and I do animal rescue. Anyway, she comes to feed the kittens, falls in love with the ugliest kitten I have. And she's so ugly. And I'm like, Taylor, she's so ugly.
I won't tell the cat.
She's so ugly. I told her. I'm like, you're so ugly.
Oh, what happened to you, honey?
Oh, she's so ugly. And I saved her life. And she would just run from me. And I'm like, ew, you want that one? But Taylor did. So she has a sixth sense where she can see. And, she saw my grandma and grandpa, which just made me so happy. But the other day, and you guys, I feel like I'm like, have I kicked a cat? I had the worst.
You called one ugly.
Maybe that was why. So I'm out weeding and I get attacked by all these wasps on my hands.
Oh, fuck.
And I'm like, I'm on the phone and I'm trying to play it good. And I'm like, that hurt.
How many got you?
Oh, 7. 7 on my wrist.
Dude, she'll kill
so
me.
I go in and I'm working and I'm like, I'm going to go get eggs because I have chickens. I'm like, I'm going to make German pancakes. I'm going to go get some eggs. I'm out there not even 15 seconds and I get attacked on my face.
How many more?
Oh, there were 5. They got me good. I looked awful. And I'm so vain.
Dude.
I hate to say this. Like, I'm so vain.
You're beautiful.
And I told my mom, I'm not coming to lunch tomorrow. I'm not coming.
You're not vain. You're a pretty girl.
Well, that's nice. And I wish I wasn't like that way where I'm like, if something's wrong with my face, I'm not going anywhere. And
there's a lot of respect in that.
I feel like so. Like, always respect how you look or respect yourself.
Absolutely.
So that happens, and then I dropped something on my foot, and then I dropped the dog kennel on my foot, and then I opened this can of cat food to feed all the rescues, and it had, I say it's botulism, whatever the hell it was, and it exploded in my face. This was all in one day, and I'm like, I'm just done.
No more calling cats ugly.
I'm not calling anybody ugly, and she's so cute, but so she comes over, and she says, where do you hold your stress? And I said, in my chest. She's like, I can feel that. She does that Reiki.
How old is this girl?
21.
Okay.
She says the left side of your stress, if you feel it, is male.
Okay.
And the right side's female. That there's an aura. She can see auras. And so when you were saying that, the male and the female, I guess you hold your stress that way too.
I don't doubt it.
So I thought that was so interesting, and I wish I had that gift. But I just thought that was interesting.
I know what she is.
So Taylor was...
You do her insurance as well.
Of course I do.
Look, anybody, if you ever need insurance.
Right? I pride myself in that. I feel like...
You are the shit for that, bro.
Thank you.
She's so handy. I got one of them on speed dial.
So is it like car insurance, home insurance?
I do auto, home, life, business.
Do you care about your company? Is it that thing? Do you talk about that?
I've been with Farmers. I've been with my company since 2004.
Farmer. She's
and
a bad
worked hard. You guys, I worked hard.
What?
Had 2 babies and worked through all that.
So it's a hot topic right now, especially with all these floods and in home insurance. What are some things that people should look out for when purchasing insurance, especially during this time where we're seeing floods out of nowhere? You're seeing families being placed in different places because it wasn't covered by their insurance.
So that's always so my very first thing I'll ever tell anybody is don't buy state minimum limits. So $25,000 is it. That's all they pay for state minimum limits. So you get in a car wreck and you hurt 2 people and they need to be ambulance or life flighted. You've exhausted your limits before you've even left the scene of the accident. Your difference is maybe $20 a month. But if there's anything that I ever try to do is say, do not buy state minimum limits. My second is any kid that lives at home, even with their parents, write them a renter's policy. That takes the liability away from their parents. You're a renter. You're at your parents' house.
But at like 18 and above kind of thing?
Yeah. So, but flood insurance is weird because you don't need flood insurance unless you're in a flood zone. So there's flood insurance. There's sewer and drain backup. There's so much. Most of the people that are in a flood zone know they're in a flood zone.
Yeah, so we don't do much of that here, do we?
No.
More fire and
it's
but the problem that we're seeing is that people are getting flooded that don't live in a flood zone.
Right, that's the scary part.
That's where we're running into an issue right now.
So that's where your sewer and drain backup works. So in order for flood insurance to be covered under the FEMA policy, it has to be declared a natural disaster. and only the mayor can do that. So your everyday stuff, like I'm way west of these guys. I have a swamp or a sump pump,
Yeah,
and I have
our water table's high. In
yeah,
West Point.
yeah, and so you just hope that. I feel like we've got a lot of good insurance agents out there now. I feel like there was a time, late 90s, early 2000s, where but most people do their job as long as they're knowledgeable and they know.
So these people, did we answer that then? What do they do then? Do we have it? Do we have flood insurance?
So you've got sewer and drain. So let's say the Great Salt Lake backs up.
Yeah.
That's a body of water. So that's different. That's flood, and people aren't covered for that.
That's scary.
But it's
'cause
not
that's a
normal to
huge
not
body
be
of
covered
water.
for it either sometimes. Like, it's so far away. So it's like what you want to sell. Like, I won't sell somebody something I don't think they need. So
And flood insurance isn't one of them
not here.
in Utah. See,
Not
that's
right
the shitty
here.
part.
But
And
that's insurance in general, right? Like
look,
you don't
you're always
need
gambling
insurance
it.
until you need insurance.
Not, I mean, there's other, like I said, the state minimum limits. I try not to sell anybody that ever. Because in the state of Utah, they can garnish your wages. So if you owe $1 million, they can garnish your wages the rest of your life. So it's just, you don't want people to take everything right out from underneath you.
Well, so it looks like you guys you're telling them, look, we're not in a flood zone.
Mm-hmm.
You're more than welcome to buy this insurance. Was statistically can tell you
Yeah.
it's kind of a waste of money simply because we don't need it. But bam, look what just happened the other day. You're like,
and I don't
fuck.
know where I haven't even followed anything the past few days.
Just
where,
our huge rain.
Oh, okay. So there's just so many. I see what you're saying, but that wasn't a body of water. So, and then
Yeah,
again,
so it's like just heavy rain,
Yeah.
standing rain. Like
Yeah.
if this cul-de-sac flooded and his whole garage went out, you know what I mean? Like great, thank goodness. I mean, you do have kind of a basement, and that level could flood,
Totally.
and that's going to cost a lot of money if it does, right?
And so that's your sewer and drain backup. So when you have a drain backing you up, and if that fails, so that's where the different levels of that is.
Okay, I see what you. So you actually you answered that. I see what you're saying.
Yeah. So sewer and drain backup is different than flood insurance with the body
So
of
and
water.
most of us have that because we have basements.
Right. Yes.
That makes sense.
Right. So that's where that goes into. But it's important to make sure, even if it's just.
But that's it. Like insurance is, we all bitch about it. It's
Oh,
garbage.
God.
We all hate
too.
it.
I don't want to pay
But
for
we
it.
need it. It's like we
I
need
know.
it. So
When
you're like, how do you? Oh, you've
Like,
helped us so much with this
and
building.
I'm so glad I haven't had to like do an actual claim. Like sometimes people don't know how good you are until you have to go through a claim, and I'm glad I haven't. Well, I guess one of your sons, but till a major one.
Yeah.
And you never want to do that. I just had Joe's friend that he works with, his house burnt down
God.
on Barlow Street. Like
you
he
fucking
called.
imagine losing your whole
Yeah.
home.
And I answered. It's like noon. I'm like, "What's up?"
Oh,
And he's like, "My house is burning down right now." And I'm just like, "Oh,
dude, I would fucking die.
It hurts my heart. And right now, it's so hard to find places to rent.
Everything you have.
And they have
is-
4 dogs, and it's just like you don't think about that kind of stuff. And there's nothing we're not the mafia. Like we can't just find you somewhere to rent. So that part's hard.
Yeah.
It's bananas right now with that.
Do people have does a regular person owning insurance have fire insurance?
Yeah, absolutely. And then you also have somewhere to pay for you to rent. But now you got to find somewhere to rent.
So if this house burned down, I would have like a policy already in place for
Already in place for that, and to
for-
pay for you to get into a hotel.
100-something thousand, or how much is it? Like
You've got
you
guaran-
appraise it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. We have a really
But
good
can you imagine
program.
losing fucking
No.
everything like this?
Everything?
All of this.
Especially when you're so collective like
I'd
you
be like,
are.
fuck.
Dude,
Dude,
it's
I
over.
would lose my shit.
He collected
my tools.
badges from the military. And so that was a big thing
God.
for him. He's like, I lost, things that you can't replace.
No,
Like, I
dude,
had a
this
client
place
today.
is full of that.
And I did a review, and he hunts. So he has all these.
Animals.
He had animals. I was like, no, I don't know what that is. So he's got
Millions of dollars of these
very much.
mounts and
Very
pelt.
much. And he very much. So there's stuff that's just invaluable.
That would
And that's
suck.
always the hard part. He lost a cat in that.
How often do houses burn down?
You know
Like,
what?
Is that a big thing here? That's
No,
fucking scary.
It's not, but so I have a friend on my board of directors, and her house burnt down literally to the ground last July, and it was awful.
Total
There were
loss.
animals that died. It's awful. It's just awful. Nothing. Well, other than, you know what, a burglary. Burglaries rob you of more, I feel like, than anything. Like my clients that have been burglarized, it's awful.
Especially if you can't find them and get them accountable and shit.
That's a really hard one. They're super invaded, and that's super, super
You're like,
hard.
ooh, you fucking come in my house.
Yeah,
and
in
took
my
stuff.
safe space.
Yeah.
That's scary.
That shit sucks. Is that big around here? Is that
Yeah, you know,
questions.
it's usually someone they know, though. They're usually calling me and saying, I think I know who did it. And I'm like, all right,
Seriously?
well, then just let us do the job. Mm-hmm. It's dirty.
Ooh, like there's just statistics saying that like
your
82% of the time it's
like
somebody
your
you
kids'
know.
friends. Like people
Little fuckers.
I know they are. They're dicks. They are. And so I always tell them, you know, I'm like,
makes
well,
me want to just that.
It does.
That tightens my brain.
It
like,
does. As it
can
should,
see their
though, because
faces.
like the stuff that I hear, you guys. Oh, the stuff I hear, like it's like it makes you sometimes not want to have anybody over. Where I'm like, no, don't let them pet the dog. It calluses you a little bit.
Oh, I can fucking only
It does.
imagine.
And I have to keep keep them. I just shut my mouth.
Because you actually have to do your work too.
I do,
and
yeah,
try to
and-
get more business, but you're like,
I do, and I
don't
never
don't fucking do that. But I'm gonna cover you if you do.
I
what
never
a tricky
tell.
world.
Yeah, like I'll if I suspect something's weird.
Yeah.
Like I never say anything. I just turn the claim in. I let them do their job. My job is to cover you. So I feel like I do really well that way.
Ooh, what a tricky job
It is.
though.
It's so.
Think about that
I'm saying I've had a few things that I'm
That's
like,
a
oh,
very
that did
unique
not. Yeah,
thing.
it is, and I just think I don't ever want to influence anybody in their decision on anything. So
But
just
you know the shit. You're like,
more gut. Like
God
I'm more like I'm more.
you've seen it though. You've seen. You're like, I know where
I
this
know.
goes.
Oh, I do.
We need to. I'm not gonna talk. No.
Yeah,
That's
it's like
creepy.
that. So you have to have that like that ethical part, and
you're
then
really
even
good at it.
I feel like I am. I feel
are.
like that's something that I'm okay at. I might yell at my kids too much, but I feel like I do really well.
As long
that
as it's
way.
not being recorded, you're fine.
That's
Nobody
true.
can sue you.
Yeah, lie. Go ahead and say it happened. Yeah. I know.
Give me your cell phones. We're gonna have a talk.
Right.
Everybody, slide your cell phones to me. We're gonna have a family talk.
That's my favorite thing.
Fucking
is to
A.
take
Like I'm
stuff
taking them
away.
all.
That's mine.
We're talking. Nobody's doing any crazy shit here. Give me your iPad. We're all gonna talk.
What did you guys do to discipline your kids when they were at their peak of like needing to be disciplined?
That's a good question. I think I have always been so in the moment. I don't have a plan.
Yeah.
I'm not a if this happens, that's going to happen guy. I'm very, very, very don't think that way. I'm very opposite of that. I like to let things happen weirdly without a plan. And then I will, on the spot, something will come about it, right? Mm-hmm. Like I don't have this, if you're not home at 11, X, Y, and Z.
No, me either.
I don't do that. I don't know if people,
No.
maybe people do that. Maybe I should. But
No, I don't.
There's no
know.
discipline. The
Ma-
discipline gets right then.
Like you can just, yeah. Mine's taking shit away.
Oh, yeah. It's
So much better than me. He's like, you don't buy stuff to take it away. I'm like, well, what else am I going to take away? Like, what? I can't beat them. You can't beat your kids. Like,
God, did you
I
get
love
beat,
taking
though?
shit away. No,
I got-
I
yeah,
actually
your
had a
mom was
really good
beautiful.
relationship with my parents.
I did too, but I got my ass
Oh, I would have been smacked if I wasn't afraid.
shit was coming my
Yeah,
way, bud.
but they took my phone away.
You're like, fuck
That was
you.
my thing, and it was like taking away like my first addiction. It's like you can't take my phone. That was my. So I've always stuck with that. Like, take her phone.
Yeah.
That take her phone away. Oh no, I'm like, take his game away.
Ooh, we talked about this last time. How old do you have to be to have a phone? How old are your kids?
Okay, so
does that
I'm
work?
super liberal when it comes to that kind of stuff, and I'm selfish. I want to be able to get a hold of them.
That's not selfish.
So I was fine with that.
That's good.
I blocked Brecken's bullshit so he couldn't Google boobs. And I'm like, if you know how to Google boobs, you can load the dishwasher. That's what I tell him.
Man.
I know. I'm like, give me your. So his Google was connected to my Google. And so I'm like, hey, you
No
don't-
boobs.
Right, you don't get that anymore.
Damn.
You know, I know, and I'm super like, but he
Mom,
was like, he was 9.
He wants this. I'm just kidding.
And I told him, I'm like, you know, that stuff you're looking at, that's not all real life, but I didn't shame him. I felt like I was pretty okay about it.
So you stopped it before it was a thing.
Oh, it was a thing for a second.
It was a thing.
No,
Okay.
I'm not. It was.
Well,
yeah.
boys do this shit.
And it was. And I was just like, okay, but then you click on that website and it takes you to this other stuff. And I was like,
This is too much.
I still wash his hair. Like, I still make sure he's clean. So I limited him so he could play his stupid games that he likes to play. And I've kind of just like slowly opened it back up. I will not let him have a PC in his room yet, but he's a boy.
Uh-huh.
That's what, and okay.
I do know.
He likes everybody who doesn't like boobs.
Everybody likes boobs.
Just say who doesn't. If you don't like boobs, you're lying.
Boys want to look at them. We want to find them on
and girls like them.
Where we know where we're not supposed to look, we want to look.
And so I was like, it's okay. Like, don't feel weird about it. I don't ever want them to feel ashamed of anything.
So how old can you give them a phone?
Mine, 5th grade. 3rd.
How old? Let's see. That's
10? 8? No, Brecken's 10 now.
10.
He probably got one at 8.
8.
And
I don't think that's too young.
No, because they go to their friends and...
Yeah, you brought up a great point. I never said it like that.
Yeah.
But that's a really good point.
Yeah.
Look, I want to be able to get a hold of my kids.
Yeah, I don't want to
There's nothing
obligate
wrong
other
with that.
parents. And I love all Brecken's friends, but his parents obligate me. And I'm like, I'm outside. Like, I'm not even next to my phone. And an hour later, can you send so-and-so home? Well...
They're just in their room looking at boobs.
Yeah. Yeah, because they come into my house. Yeah. It's funny. It's funny. And I'm like, Brecken, you would have us arrested. Like, you can't do that.
Have any of your kids' friends hit on you yet?
Okay, so Bailey's almost 25.
Let's get real
I
here.
still have her cute little friends that she went to school with following me on Facebook.
I guarantee it.
Stop it, right?
You're that girl.
They were, and they're like, Bailey.
And your mom.
Oh, grandma's
They got grandma. They got
first
is Gilf.
choice.
Is Gilf a thing?
Oh, I'll show you. You'll go, oh my God. And
yeah,
I'm like,
she's pretty.
She's
Pull her up.
so pretty.
She's pretty. Oh. And you ought to see her get
and
pierced,
she's
bro.
Sexy.
I slammed that in her ear and I was like,
so much.
damn, G, like she's a boss. She didn't even flinch.
Yeah.
Hold on, you said she worked at a bar?
Yeah, several.
Which one?
So years ago, she started at the Circle Inn, which is
Dude, the Circle Inn's
that's
the
been here
shit.
forever, right? That's where my parents met.
In Sunset. You know where that's
Yeah.
at? Right off freeway.
Oh, it's life changing.
It's about the size of this garage. It's
Yeah,
tiny.
it's awesome.
Two little
Their
separate things.
pizza.
Pizza's great. They split off and made Rita's.
So yeah, so that split off. So Marion
Long
owned
time
it.
ago.
Sandy was his sister, her ex-husband. So like lots of split offs and stuff, but the original recipe is still at the Circle
It's a
Inn.
fucking dope ass. We'll have to go
Yeah.
eat pizza there,
Well,
bro.
they're such good people.
Their pizzeria isn't. We'll have to get them on the show. I wonder if they'd come on
You
the
know
show.
what? Garrett would. So
I would
Exy,
love that.
So-
Let's get them on the show.
Literally my entire life, like 'cause I was born into their family. So her friggin' Maine Coon, which I know you don't like cats, but too bad.
It's okay.
It's a fabulous cat, and I'll show you. Her cat is having babies with Bailey's dad's
Aw.
cat. So we're all just. She's still been in.
Their
like,
family.
Yeah, they are. My mom was in a.
How long is that fucking
Well,
place
so when
has
my
been
mom
there
was 16,
forever,
she
bro.
was in a car accident with Marion's son Schroeder, and
How
her
long has
friend
that-
died.
How long's that bar been there?
Well, it was back
Long,
then.
long,
So,
long
God,
time.
if that was my mom was 17, she worked there at 15,
Yeah, we'll have
and
to
I'm
get.
not going to say her age, but because she'd kill me.
Do
But
you have a picture? Do you find? your
yeah,
picture?
so a long time.
We'll get them on the show, dude. Circle Inn's cool. Shout
You know
out.
what? I'll get a hold of Gary.
Did she work at anywhere in Salt Lake?
No, she worked at the the bowling alley lounge, and then she was at Trigano's, and then the
Davis.
Eagles. She's just cute.
She worked at Davis Lanes too.
Yeah, for a long time.
So we know those people too.
I love that place. So this is her. So we just went camping. You guys, I got sick. I'm like, I am way too old to be digging holes and throwing up in the sand.
How many margaritas?
Oh my God, I had tequila. And it was just mom and me for 2 days. We took some vitamins.
She's dope.
She's so cute. We had the most fun ever.
She took mine.
We have like the gummies.
That's dope.
She's so fucking cute.
Good for you.
So it's Friday and it's like 11:30. I'm like, it's 11:30 a.m. I'm drunk. And I have my cute motor home and it stays so clean. It's just me and her. We've barely eaten. And I'm like, I'm going to go float the river. And here's me going, my mom
Holy fuck.
let me do this. So I get up to the river where
She
I
said,
have
"Okay."
to drop in. What kind of mom does that? You guys, I was so messed up. Here comes Nellie, my Boston Terrier. And I'm like, oh, it's okay. I'll put her on my lap and we'll just float the river.
Fuck, dude.
I go to sit and my tube just takes off. And my first mind goes, my mom's going to be pissed. She's going to see this floaty coming and she's going to think I'm hurt. That's all I was worried about.
And you didn't know how to, did you know how to get back?
I walked my ass all the way back. You guys, I was so messed up. And I'm like, Mom. And I pull myself up and I keep falling back. She laughed so hard she couldn't even talk. We died. It was the best weekend.
Where did you go? Where was you at?
Just up by Causey at Weber Memorial.
Cool.
Just
Causey's hella cool.
Oh, I love that.
Causey's dope.
Have you paddleboarded Causey?
No.
You should.
Do you know they have? We can check it out, but I don't think they've ever found the bottom of that place.
I'm not sure they have either.
I think Causey Dam. You could look it up. It is fucking stupid deep.
Scary. They turn you around if you have a life jacket there.
Yeah, there's a huge problem there. He's looking it up, but there's a big problem there with lots of deaths, lots of drownings, lots of bizarre.
So Pineview had its 4th drowning this year. Just a couple weeks ago, he was 16.
Fuck, there's no water up there
It made
either.
me cry. It made me so sad.
The
His
water's
friends were trying to
gone.
help him.
Have you seen that? There's no water up there.
Just barely.
It's
I
like
just barely
all
saw.
beach. It's all beach.
Ooh, that's weird.
It's bizarre. Like they're finding shit stuck in the dirt.
Oh,
And
spooky, huh?
did you find anything? Like it is fucking insanely deep.
Yeah, so if it's a Causey reservoir
That's
in
it.
Ogden,
Yep, that's it.
182 feet depth. The reservoir has a maximum depth of 182 feet.
Okay, I thought I'd heard something bizarre. Like
That might be Bear Lake, though. Maybe
maybe it's
they
Bear
haven't.
Lake.
Maybe it's Bear Lake. That they
I
haven't
thought
found the
Causey,
bottom
dude,
of.
that's still 180 something feet. That's pretty fucking
Because
gnarly.
it's just in the middle of that canyon. But what's good about Causey is you can get from one side to the other. You can see it,
Yeah, you
so
can
you're a little bit more safe.
Almost swim it, huh? Can you
Yeah.
put a boat on that?
No, nothing motorized. But your paddle boards are so fun. The paddle boards and the kayaks.
Is it Bear Lake? I don't even know if it's Bear
So-
Lake. He's
Okay,
looking at it, too.
Bear Lake's a minute away.
You know what's beautiful about
You can
that?
get your ass arrested in Bear Lake. I'm just going to tell you that. If you go there, you better mind your P's and down Q's.
Look, Garden City, they ain't fucking around. They're right next to Idaho. It's on the border, like not half of the lake, but a good
A lot,
top
yeah.
piece of the lake is all in Idaho.
Yeah.
And the rest, and it's the most beautiful water. Look at that water.
Clear.
It is like aqua. You can
Yeah.
see all the way. You can see like 10 feet down into that
Yeah.
lake. It's beautiful lake.
It's
Yeah, the max in Bear Lake is 207 feet.
So it's not
okay,
even
so
that long.
deeper than Causey, but it's
One of them's
spooky.
one of them they have a hard time finding the bottom of.
Like 2 years ago, an entire family. He was a doctor. I want to say there were like 5 or 6. They all died.
Really?
In all the
At
waves.
Bear Lake?
Yes.
Even?
Yes.
Oh,
And
God.
about 2 weeks ago,
Such a beautiful
there was a
lake.
family of 13, and they all lived. They all floated on the floaties. It was, but like to read the news story. Are you a news junkie? Do you like the news
Dude,
at all?
I don't
I'm
even
such a
watch the
dork.
news.
I shouldn't either.
We don't. It's been,
I shouldn't.
it's been over a year. I'd say over
Mine's just all on my phone, and then
a
I
couple years.
pull into it, and I'm like,
You have to
this.
look. You
it
with
makes
insurance.
me know things.
Yeah,
'Cause,
with
like, if
insurance
they're-
stuff,
they're-
you're up to stuff.
Their brand new boat sunk in 2021, and like we'll pay for that. You got to pay to get it up off the bottom. Just doesn't
Oh fuck! I wonder what
right,
that costs.
and the pollution. So much stuff goes into that.
They gotta have a team go down there and hook onto it.
And it's expensive.
that ain't fucking
you can't
cheap.
leave it there. It's expensive.
You can't leave a boat, sunken boat.
No, because it pollutes. It's got oil and gas.
Fuck.
I know.
So there's no boats at the bottom of these lakes.
Oh, there probably is.
They're not supposed to be.
I'm sure.
If you've wrecked one, you have to get the fucking thing out.
Yes.
Damn.
Yes.
Like at Powell, can you imagine Powell? Like
Could you
something.
imagine? Yeah.
That's
and you got to pay for that shit though. They don't just like offer a service. It's not like an ambulance. It's like it's a lot.
That's a dive team and a fucking
Yeah.
rig and like cables and fucking stuff to get. Yeah, that's spendy.
Yeah, it's weird stuff you
What
don't
else
think
is
of.
really goofy like that people don't know about insurance? That is bizarre. I didn't know that.
Yeah, that's super bizarre. So if you're walking into your car and let's say you go to slip and fall and you touch your car, you have to claim and you fall. That has to go on your auto insurance first. If you touch your car on your way down, you chip your tooth, whatever, auto insurance first. And they ask you, they grill you at the
Is there a mark? Did you touch your car? You're like,
And
fuck
it's
what?
not
I broke my
bad.
face.
Like, it's a no-fault state, so that's not bad. So if people don't have insurance, that's good because they're like, I broke my tooth open and I don't have health insurance, so your car insurance kicks in.
How about this one? The dickhead that hits me that has no insurance. What do we do about these?
You're as long as you have full
can't
coverage.
sue and go for his insurance. He has nothing.
Right. And you'd be so surprised, you guys, how many people will just come and get like insurance for a month to get an ID card. And then I won't do it. I won't do it again. And you would know the people. If we drove like I just bought Berkeley a car. If I drove that just to get gas without insurance, I'd be nailed.
And the only time in your life.
Right. But then people will go years without insurance. And
So how do we, when we get in a wreck with these people, what do we do?
You get a driver exchange form, and then you hope that eventually we can get the money back from him. But
you could be screwed though.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
How come there's no penalty for what is the penalty for these people?
Oh, it's big. It's around $1,000 at least. And they can
To not have insurance and get in a wreck.
And then they can confiscate your car. So I always tell people it's a lot cheaper to have it.
To have insurance.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Because it's awful. You kill somebody.
Yeah, dude.
You just
it's
never
scary.
know. It's sad.
And these cars are fucking weapons. Does it happen? Does that happen a lot?
I haven't had.
Where people aren't insured and getting in.
Not a whole lot.
Utah's good for that.
And I've had a couple, like when I first became an agent with farmers, I started with Allstate first. I had this guy. He was so grumpy. And him and me ended up I'm like, why are you so grumpy? So we ended up, of course, hitting it off. I would just love
called him out.
I did. And ever since then, he's like, I want to only talk to Kendra.
Right.
So he'd call. Anyway, his son had went and bought a motorcycle at Bullfrog. They were on their way home, and his friend was following him. He tipped the bike over, and his friend ran him over.
Oh, shit.
And those are hard. Those are super hard. We've had a couple young kids die in accidents, like in a swing. And
do you have to go out to these at all, or are you sitting?
No, that's not my job. My job's just to cover them. So I don't have to be a claims adjuster, but I had another client that backed over their tile in the driveway. And that I am such a, like, I am not your man for that. It was it was so hard for me.
Dude, we've talked about that evening on the show before too, I think, and I don't know if there's anything worse than that.
I don't feel like there is. I don't know if I would survive it.
Here, I got a funky story kind of like that. Like, I'm putting a fence up in the back. You can see it on my cameras. I'm digging this fence in and doing this thing, and I got these deep holes, and they're 18. This almost fucking made me. I thought I was gonna have nightmares. I didn't. My little baby dog. I told her, Stormy, little Storm, like, get away from these holes. I'm like, they're 2 feet deep, right?
Yeah.
They're like this deep. They're taller than her though.
Yeah.
And they're this big, and if she falls in it,
yeah.
She's gonna just be she'll be fine. But I knew, I was like, I had to run in here in the shop and grab something. When I had this closed to keep it cool for the show, just trying to give context to people. It's a long ways from that corner clear around into here to grab a tool, back out the front shop door, clear back around. It's fucking 5-minute adventure. It's a long ways. That dog fell in the fucking hole.
Little bitch.
It gives me goosebumps. I was so scared. I'm like, stay away. And they were good. They were staying away. And so I ran, I can't remember what I was grabbing. Something fucking dumb. My dog would have died. I would have been so upset. I could have covered it. I could have something. I was in a hurry.
Yeah.
I ran back around. That little baby was in that hole. It absolutely freaked me out.
It's awful. Your soul loses your body.
She was turned, her little body. The hole's only this big. She was face down. Zoe was trying to dig her out of that hole. Her mama, it's not her mama, but her best friend.
Yeah.
You know my dogs. She was trying to dig that little baby out of that hole. It was the most. I can't even tell you how intense that was as I ran up and seen all that. I almost lost it.
Not knowing if she was alive, pulling her out.
Oh, dude, it scared me to death.
Oh, gosh.
I was only gone for maybe the 5 minutes.
Isn't that sad too to think that though, that's how fast it can happen?
Yeah, it just, dude, and I seen her and I pulled her out and Zoe was a mess and she was a mess. They were both scared. It fucking crushed my life. I felt so bad. She wouldn't have gotten hurt. There's no way I would have let her do that. But I knew she would fall in that fucking hole.
Like, what if you would have came in and had lunch or jumped in the shower? You know,
Right.
just always that what if I feel like is
It's
worse
always
than
that what if, guys.
Yeah.
It's like, think about stuff like that, right?
Yeah.
Had I not been just that quickly,
Yep.
I'm the guy I wouldn't have left a hole there. I would have
Yep.
covered it or whatever. Because I think I needed a big level as I was setting posts.
Yep.
So yeah, but you're right. It happens like that. And you know,
Like
if
that.
that was a little kid, he could have broke his little leg in there or whatever.
Yes.
And that little baby was stuck in that little hole upside down. Oh, it freaked me out, bro. I thought I was gonna have nightmares. I didn't have a nightmare last night somehow, but
Right?
it scared me to death.
Yes, that's how I
Watching
felt when
Zoe
Braden went
trying
out.
to dig that dog out of that hole. I was dying.
And just to see that kind of devotion and love,
Oh,
doesn't
she
that
was
make you?
looking at me like, Dad. And when
God
I
love
come in the
her.
backyard, I was like, I could just feel. I was like, oh
Sweet.
no, it was
It's-
slow motion. It just freaks me out. I
Mm-hmm.
ran to that hole so fast, and she's like, Daddy, help me! I just
Did she have dirt in her
fuck.
nose?
Oh, dude, she was covered in dirt. Her whole face was covered. Her feet, her belly. She was just thrashing, trying to
That's
get that.
awful.
I'm like, don't kill the baby. She's
I
trying
know.
to. She's like scraping the baby, trying to get her out.
I
Dude,
know.
it was the worst fucking thing I've ever seen.
Wherever.
And everything was fine. We were laughing. I laughed, but
Now
I
you-
was
yeah.
so scared.
You'll never forget that though.
No.
It's awful.
Oh, anyway, I didn't need to even say that because it freaked me. But I almost feel better getting it
But
out.
now you know what not
scared
that
me,
we'll ever
bro.
know what it feels like to lose a child
Fuck,
till you
it
lose a
scared me.
child. But I don't know. I don't.
to back over your baby in the driveway. That's all the more of that I would know.
It was awful. He was 2, and I guess he liked tractors, and they put his little casket on a tractor and took him to the cemetery, and I was just like, oh, I got to be professional. My heart hurt for a long time, and it was
Be so careful backing your cars out.
right. Always
Now
look-
they have cameras, right? Hopefully,
and beeping and
Hopefully that's
stuff like that.
eliminated a
You
lot
would
of that.
hope, but you just
Still.
never be the same.
I got a story that saved my life. The cameras, I know they work
Yeah.
because Serena's car was behind me one day. I come in here to do something. Anyways, in a hurry, like always, jumped in the car. If that fucking car, that Durango,
Didn't
shout out
hit-
2017 Dodge Durango RT, thank you, God, wouldn't have stopped, I'd have fucking hit that car. She was
And dead on, huh?
6 feet behind me. I
Yeah.
looked in both mirrors, bro.
Right?
I've been driving a long time. I've never been in a wreck, ever. I've been hit, but I've never caused one. I looked in both mirrors. There's nothing there. I backed up. I was in a junior. I was hurrying. Right. And the car will stop you if you don't. Did you know that shit? My car, if
Yeah.
it sees something in that camera
Yep.
and you're throttling full throttle as fast as you can go, it'll fucking stop your car. It will stop you. The brakes locked up, and I hit my head. I was like, what the fuck? It scared the shit out of me. And I looked at my screen.
Yeah.
There's Serena's car sitting there. I about died. I was like, God bless this
Right?
fucking system. It stopped me. It scared the shit out of me. I hit my head so hard on that seat. I was like, what the fuck?
Ever do this again? I'm sorry.
Thank you, God,
Right?
for that camera,
Yeah.
bro. Anyway, hopefully that helps with kids.
Well, I
too.
hope so too.
But anything it sees, it'll stop you.
Well, and they're coming up with this new because
Oh,
I'm
fuck,
I-
it was awesome.
when they and I'm on the that perspective. People don't mean to leave their babies in their car, and it's been happening a lot. And they're coming up with these new sensor systems where even your car keys will beep at you if they feel that's. So if they know your baby weighs 10 pounds and that car seat still has 10 pounds in it, then
like-
it's gonna beep at you.
Yeah.
And they're doing a few things like where they put
Ooh,
it on
that's
the
good.
shoes.
I like that.
I do too, because it's awful, and you get in a routine and you don't know. And I am such a routine
Oh, look at that.
creature. Stormy.
Dude, I'm telling you right now, when I seen that little baby in that hole, there's not a soul alive that freaked me out.
And you just pull him out.
And I knew she was
please be
okay. I
breathing.
totally knew she was fine.
As soon as you touched her, you
I was
knew.
so fast. There's no way it hurt her. I knew
Yeah.
that. Or I wouldn't have left the hole the way I did. I didn't think she would.
Who would think that though?
I know. And it was just enough for her little body to get into. I'm like, stay away from this. I'll be right back.
And they're
they were
so
just
head
laying there.
heavy.
They're looking at it like, I should have known.
Where's our
better.
dad? Where'd
Zoe
he go?
was going bonkers trying to dig her out of that hole. Dude, it fucking freaks me out.
It's spooky.
And she looked up at me as I opened the back hatch door and just see it. She's looking at me like, Dad, hurry. I'm like, Tommy's in the well. I'm like, what the fuck? Oh, it freaked me out. You got no clue.
Baby, look at you. Don't do stuff like that.
She is a terror.
Stop it, right? Because always the youngest one, right?
That
Always
dog
that last
is a
one.
terror.
Yeah. They're like, okay, one more. We'll just have one more.
We got time.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Come
we'll
on,
have
Dad.
One more baby.
I can get really close to that hole. Watch. You little shithead. There's not a dog alive that would have got near that hole. Not one. Zoe knew it was there. She was checking it out. They were all knew it was there. That one's like, I'm going in that motherfucker.
So listening to your podcast,
Yes.
I don't feel like you've ever had any ghost people on here, have you?
One time.
Who? Okay, you'll have to tell me what.
Vince Lords.
Okay.
Vincent Lords with
Okay.
the Paranosis team was on here.
How cool was that? I'm gonna have to go. Like
It was a
you'll-
paranormal now. Maybe that's different than what you're speaking of.
Well, that's what I want to hear. So I must have. I have to go back to that one.
What episode was that? That was
They're all downloaded. So I just I loved your polyamorous women. I'm just.
Oh,
gonna
thank
say
you.
that.
Shout out Salty Sex
Okay,
Girls.
So that was 2 podcasts in a row.
Salty Sex Girls.
I love them.
Salty Sex Cast.
I don't even I
They have
only
an
picture what
incredible
they
podcast.
look like
Incredible
because
podcast.
oh my gosh, and I love them and I love how educated they were.
Did you watch it or listen to it?
I listened to it
Dude,
because
watch it. They're beautiful.
I'm guessing they were.
They
though.
were.
I
Very
could
beautiful.
see that just by their inners,
Yep.
and out of all of them, that was my most favorite one you have had.
Was it really?
Yes.
Listen here. He's looking it up.
Loved it.
So that one, well, there's Vince Lords. We're looking up that first, and then there's the Salty Sex Cast.
Oh,
That episode. Oh, there it is.
weren't there 2?
So there's Vince. This is Vince right here.
Oh, okay. And does he investigate here in Utah?
Yeah. His team is Paranosis. That's him. That's him with us. He did what do we call it? That's Bennett is his girl. I can't remember what they did, but they did some stuff in here where they had stuff.
Okay.
They had stuff sitting out. You got to watch this one.
Love.
So some of these you need to watch. Like, well, all of them. I think people
Well,
you
I'll
need
have
to
to go
watch
wa-
these.
well-
I put so much of my heart and soul into the
I
visual
know.
of
I
this
always
thing.
just listen, and I didn't even know until a couple of ones ago I listened to that said you can see this as well, and I was like, you can.
Oh, see, I need to talk about it more. Yeah, you look on YouTube, guys. Look us up on YouTube, the 27th Hour Podcast, and you can see us live as well. You can watch these. You can hear our voices. You can see the people.
This is a long one. It's a 3-hour sit down with these guys.
Yeah.
So definitely check it out. It's episode 37.
That was
Number
a fun
37.
one. 37, and then the Salty Sex Cast girls.
Oh,
I'm
gosh.
glad you like them. Look
I
up
listened. Well, they were in there too.
look up their show.
I want to, and I
It was-
loved
it
them, and
was-
I loved how they're like, you got to put so much in that they don't just get their relationship and then go with it. Look
That's-
at them.
That's that's them. Mariah and Pamela.
Okay,
Mariah's in the
I
red.
liked them both.
Are you
I
polyamorous?
believe that's how it worked. I can't remember exactly.
No,
Yeah,
but I just respect everything, and I'm like, it makes sense though. And I loved how she was like, how you were like, nope, I'm very monogamous, and she's like, well, that's probably your DNA. And I was like,
And did you hear
That was
dude, that was
interesting.
one of my favorite episodes actually to do because even in the middle, look at all the different it looks so different in the background. Look at that. But I said I don't know.
well, it was.
You know what? I'm not going to
awesome.
say no to any of this because I don't know.
And that's what you said,
I'm
though.
not
and that was
interested, but I don't know that.
right.
How do you know?
It was
I'm
so
like, I'm trying
interesting.
to be real with me, and I'm like, you can't say no.
I know.
I can't say, Kendra, I don't like ketchup.
Right?
Have
Or
you had-
cats.
have
Let's
you
talk
had
about
ketchup?
that, Junior. Let's say, because you don't know you don't like cats.
Kendra, I don't like cats because I've been around cats. I don't like ketchup because I haven't had ketchup.
Okay,
but if I
fair.
hadn't, say,
Yes.
I don't like octopus. I don't like polyamory. I don't want another
Right.
partner. I don't.
Yes.
I don't know.
I know. And that's what
But
I
I've never
loved
had
about which one had
But I
been
gotta
married
say
for
no.
like 20 years or 15 years.
Oh, I can't remember.
She'd been
I
married
think it
all
was
these
Pamela.
years.
I think it
okay.
was.
And I loved that. And her husband was like, oh. And she's like, well, this is just who I am. And I
Yes.
loved that. They touched me.
It was good, man.
It was
It
because
was-
marriage is so hard.
It was very informational.
Yes.
Just this one's been that way.
yes.
You have a lot of information too. I love that. That's that value I want to bring to people's lives.
I love that.
I do. All you guys are so fucking smart in your own worlds. It's just crazy. Yeah, that was a fun episode.
I liked it.
We enjoy that. I'm glad you enjoyed that.
I
too.
did. I enjoyed that a lot.
If you know any people that you would love to see, let us know.
Oh, I'm gonna I'll talk to Garrett
'Kay.
up there. I think because
That'd be great. Just
he's
circle in.
like 3rd generation though, so it was his grandpa
Dude, that place is old.
that owned it, and so he's lost his brother in an accident. Like so much.
Those stories.
So much. They're awesome.
Look, there's only 2 people that get it here, 3. Your bartender,
Yeah.
your hairstylist, and your fucking tattooer.
Right.
We hear it all.
I know. Oh, right.
We get the dirt.
Oh, I love my hairstylist.
Same thing. You go there and you
God,
dump. You
love
dump on
her.
us.
Oh,
we
I
do.
love
We
her.
all. It's
I know.
them or your bartender or your hairstylist.
They're the best, right?
Your tattooer.
She got me my hair. I love her, so I consider her a friend. But she got me this thing. It says, "My cat and I talk shit about you," and I'm like, "Yeah, we do."
Ew, if they could talk. Can you imagine if your fucking animal could say something?
Oh my god, we'd all be arrested. We'd be in jail.
That's a good one to put on the
Right?
other show. We're gonna do that on The Hour Continues.
Yeah.
I love that. Do you watch The Hour Continues or listen to it as
Well, no, I was
Yet?
confused about that. I just saw that the other day. So do you have two?
we do?
Okay.
We film.
Tell me about that then.
So The Hour Continues. Damn, and
What's
she's
the
a
difference?
fan too.
No,
we
I
need to figure
am,
this
and
out.
I was so confused. I was like, I
So,
don't understand.
The Hour Continues is another show. He calls it a sub pod. I guess that's what it's called, right?
Okay.
It's a sub pod of this show, and we just do it right after this show, and it's just me and Dre, and we sit and we have a producer.
I
usually
hear you. Like
my
the
wife
Walking
or Jade,
Dead.
and we'll do any question of anything. People
Okay,
submit
I get
questions,
it.
and we read them on air and or on.
Okay, what's one of your hardest questions you've had?
That's a good question.
Like, can you throw some out that's been
Oh,
like,
yeah.
I don't even know how to
They're-
answer that.
We've had it's cool. We've had everything from riddles to important, scary, deep stuff to laughing
Ooh.
shit to you name it. We've heard it.
Like, put a finger down if you like one of those.
Well, it's like
Like
how would you tell a friend? Would you step in if a friend was cheating on their wife?
yeah,
Right, kind of things
Yeah.
like that.
Tricky.
or one of the most bizarre ones is, does your mom know?
My mom knows everything.
See?
So if you're a bitch, my mom knows it.
See how you would answer that so
Yeah,
quickly?
so
we get these
fast.
questions. They're just random as it gets.
I like
And
that.
like
though.
how many numbers are in the alphabet?
how many teeth
There's
are
not
in
any
a
numbers in an alphabet.
how many teeth are in a human skull?
Got you. I like that
Like
though.
one of them was a riddle, really cool riddle. We had a couple.
Did you solve it?
I think we solved one or two of them. This show's great, guys. Like,
Is there
if
anything
guys
you
haven't
were
heard
like,
these
I'm not
shows-
going to answer this?
No,
Good.
we've answered every.
Really?
Yeah, absolutely. With our hearts,
I
we'll
like
answer
that.
them. We'll read anything that's read. That's if it's not absolutely nonsense,
Right.
guiding us into some stupid ass. You know what I mean?
Sure.
But our people don't do that. They give
No,
us
you've got good
real
people.
stuff, and they want to have fun. And there's some that are meant to be funny, and we take. Junior has serious mode, and I'm very
Analytical.
yes. Thank you.
You're very analytical.
I want to give a good answer.
Yeah.
My time on Earth is not funny to me. It's fun.
Yeah.
It's not funny. I don't want. There's time and place for funny. I want to give value. And when you watch my show, or listen to my show, you're gonna get me. And I'm a very real, very
Because
deep,
that's respected.
honest person.
Yes.
That's just who I am. So
Yes.
if I get too funny, it's
There's
not my
that
thing.
line. I get you.
I'll vibe. I'm quick. If you sit here with Justin Simmons, for God's sake, it's gonna go funny. Like that kid, that doesn't get any more wit than that. The other side of the beehive guys, they're great. He's funny, super fast, smart. Like I have to deal with all these different things, right? But I would rather dive deep. I'm a deep dive guy. Dre's on the surface, and he goes emotional, and he goes this other way that I don't even kind of think.
Yeah.
And it is a perfect fusion.
Don't you love all
of
that
the
though?
two
How
of our-
it,
the
like
two
a
of our
jigsaw?
answers.
Yes.
He's very, very deep. I'm not taking away from what he is. Very deep in his own way. I'm
Yeah.
very deep in a different way. It's just cool, man. So it's cool. Yeah, check these shows.
I love that.
Check it
I
out.
love perspective. That's why I loved that episode. I just love that. And I love everybody else's opinion. Like, and
Yeah.
like I think everything's validated. Like it's
Totally.
okay if you don't like cats. Like that's fine. It's valid and you have your reasons for that. And I love that. I don't think there's ever really a wrong answer.
Yeah.
And I like middle ground. I'm
Yeah.
a big middle ground person.
Yeah.
And I like to be able to do that.
It's
I think
like
that's
we're
how
all so different.
Yes. And I like my best friends can be polar opposite of me, and I love that about them. And I'm like, tell me if I'm wrong.
Thank you.
And I love that. And I love to be called out on my shit.
Thank you. I do too.
I do too, because I'll never be able to improve as a person if you don't call me out on my shit.
I love that.
And I do too. And I tell my kids that too. I'm like, oh, I shouldn't yell like that. And they're like, it's fine, Mom. I'm like, no, I didn't need to freak out like that. Like, I can handle that a better ways. And that's okay for me to know that.
Those are good lessons.
Yes.
But
Yeah.
look, that's life though. It's real. If people in your life, the closest people you hold dear to you, aren't challenging you,
Yes.
those are the wrong people in your life.
That's how I feel too.
Your spouse should be that.
Then they're lying to you, huh?
They're 180 of you. That's your spouse. That's,
Yes.
that's your perfect life partner is the 180 opposite, and you help each other.
Yep.
Because that person will help you grow the most because they're opposite of you. That way they
Yes.
see totally different than you.
Yes.
So they say when you've met your life partner, it's your complete opposite.
Yeah. And you're going to fight like hell, or you're going to find that middle ground. Or,
Yes. And you're going to fight. That's passion. That's healthy.
Yes. And
It's
I don't
like-
want to fight with anybody else.
It's like tighten it,
Yes.
learn from it, grow,
Yes.
right? It's so beautiful.
I feel like I grow every year. You know, I've been married almost 18 years, and I feel like
Good for you.
I'm doing better now with him than I ever have.
Good.
Just because I'm like, oh,
We grow, man.
I understand that. I get that. And so I like that. It's hard. I feel like marriage is harder than even being a mom for me, because it's so natural to be a mom.
I say that every time.
It is. It's so natural and it's so easy. And then, then you look at the roots and it's good. I think it's sad for people to be married a long time and go through a divorce. I think that I couldn't even imagine.
Dude,
Or
30 plus years type shit like that.
How do you know anything
You're already
different?
Man,
Like,
you're there.
who else's shit you want to put
there.
up with? Like, who else you want to pick up after? You want to pick up after someone you don't know?
You got to start it over.
Yeah. And so I love that. I love the history, and I love that once you're parents, you're gonna be grandparents together. And I think that's aren't you so excited for that?
I'm beyond excited.
My gosh, what do you even?
We're stoked.
I'll be that one that's like, I don't want to. My mom's not gonna let the baby go if we come over. And
I'm excited. It's coming fast,
you're
too.
so lucky.
January-ish, I think.
Yes, you're the little
December.
winter baby, where you're not gonna do anything else but hibernate and love.
And work like my little butt off.
Yes, how exciting! Who was
Excited.
your hardest kid?
They're all hard in different ways. How's that for an answer? I don't even know if I can do that.
It's so hard, huh?
Yeah, because they're still doing stuff. They're still going.
They're still fucking up.
It's like when they're all, if they're all gone, then I'm going to fucking judge. It's like, okay.
Yeah, that's fair. Who did you
Right?
fight? Do you fight with any of your kids?
No.
Does Erica have any that she's like, I'm just done. Come and talk to your dad. Really?
Nope.
That's good.
Honestly, I can say no. I'm going to answer for her. No.
Yeah.
I think the answer is no.
Yeah. That you're eating in your room. Get your food out of your room. Just
None of this.
That's good.
They're all different. They're all so different. But truthfully, like, they're shitheads in every which way.
They all
Don't get me
They're
wrong.
all dicks.
But God, they're good kids.
I know.
I don't know what I did, man.
I know.
I'm lucky.
I hear what you mean.
They're
though.
great
They've
kids.
got good ethics
But there's something so special and unique about each one of them.
Yes. Yeah, I love that.
Some of them
though.
are,
That's how mine are. I've got good kids. We'll
Yeah,
argue
man.
about stupid stuff. I got a sharp tongue and I'm fast and I'm strong on it.
Yeah,
But
me too.
at the end, I'm just like, they don't do any. They're good. They're good kids.
It'll all work out.
It does. It does. And you can parent one way or parent another or meet in the middle.
Yeah.
And I think that's fine. None of them are the same. My kids are all so opposite, and they've all been raised.
That's even better.
And I like that.
For sure.
I like that.
Where can everybody find all your stuff? Can we all look for you on your own?
Yes.
Can you give us any
So
of your
my-
socials, any of this?
So obviously, my thriving is farmers,
Okay.
right? Kendra Nilsen, Farmers Insurance. I'm in Roy by the Key Bank.
Look her up, guys.
I'm right there in the Key Bank parking lot.
What's your guys' jingle?
Oh, you ready?
Yeah.
Okay. We are farmers. Bum ba bum 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 bum. Stop, right? Right? I'm not. That's it. And then in my free time, which I don't have free time, I do rescue for the Humane Society of Northern Utah.
Of course.
And
you
that's
would.
a lot of work. More work than I ever thought I'd put into, but it makes me happy, and it makes me serve a purpose. But
What does rescue mean? Like you go to somebody's house and you
No.
rescue the animals, or
so
what does that
I
mean?
do more. So we found sick kittens. We found rescue. Like we found abandoned kittens. This is what we need to do. We have a mom that's having babies. Hoarder houses. We do a lot of people with hoarding. I don't like to do a lot of owner surrenders, but like I just had someone reach out last month and they were homeless and living in their van. So we took them without a surrender fee and homed their cats for them, and it's hard. So that's rescue to me, not someone that like I'm all of a sudden I'm allergic or my husband doesn't like my cats. We don't do as much of that. But like at Pride on Sunday, somebody came and said we found a cat. It's sick. It's hurt. my board of directors, because I'm on the board. So anyway, she took it today. So that's what we do. We take sick cats,
You're
hurt
on the
cats.
board of directors of this place.
Yes. Like I didn't have enough to do before. I know. And I'm like,
Bro.
yeah. But then I can make the decisions and I can help.
You're such a sweetheart.
It makes me happy. I've saved so many cats, you guys. So many.
What can what do you guys need help with?
Donate. Our vet bills last year were $90,000, and they were all animals we fixed or
Damn.
saved or tried to save. Like we've
So
had
you're
cats
paying
caught on
for
fire,
that.
you guys. We've had so much. Rescue's hard. It makes you. It's hard. It's hard. You see a lot of bad stuff.
You guys you pay for that.
We do, and we're a nonprofit. So everything like at Pride,
Shit.
you know, we made a little over $500.
What's
and
pride? What do you mean pride?
Pride. So there was a Pride Festival Friday in Ogden.
Oh, okay.
And so that was awesome. And
Dope.
everybody was so kind and they would donate and all that. So all that just goes, and I would tell people, you just paid for a microchip. You just paid for vaccines. Like, thank you. Like, we're just so thankful for that. We've had.
So you guys take that money and you put it in like in a thing.
Right now, we're just paying bills. Right now, because of
Keeping the
COVID,
lights
people
on.
go get all their animals. They get COVID cats. That's what we call them. They get all these cats during COVID because they're home and now they're going back to work.
Yeah, they don't want them.
So they're either having kittens or they're getting rid of them. So it's a contact sport. We have a sanctuary up in Corinne. So all of our adult cats go there and we do our.
Corinne? Mm-hmm. Damn, bro. That's out in the middle of nowhere up there.
Yeah. And it's fantastic. Like our volunteers
So it's
are
big.
awesome.
It's probably
it is.
big and nice.
Yeah,
Cool.
it is. There's a big
Cool.
pond. And so it's just, we're just trying to say, we don't want to say no to any animals. We've had to say no to some this year because of COVID and if they're sick. And so we're doing well though.
Did you guys see this video of the Texas guy that left his car or left dog? So the guy he's in a Jeep and there's a husky. He's taking the collar off of the dog, and he shuts the door of the Jeep, hops into the passenger side, and the car ends up driving off, and they just leave this dog on the side of the road.
Oh, he threw that fucking dog there?
Look at him chase the dog. See, I
Watch the dog. The dog is chasing the car, right? The dog is chasing the car because
Someone's
the owner.
filming this?
Yeah.
Someone fucking filmed this dude and he didn't even know about it.
I mean, I don't know. He got arrested though. He
should be fucking
Good.
shot in the head.
yeah, Texas
That's how
man
I feel.
was
Just-
arrested.
What a dick, man.
Hopefully they'll take care of him where he's at.
Ooh, you know what? There's a special
that's
place in
awesome. Yeah.
prison for these people.
Yeah.
I think just as there are child.
Yep.
peop-
Same
guys.
level. Same level.
Fuck you, man. That is just disgusting.
There was a guy in Salt Lake just a couple days
It
ago that
doesn't get
killed a
much
puppy.
lower than that. Oh, God.
He got pissed and
Yeah,
picked his
it's
puppy
over.
up and killed it.
They say that's where they start, bro.
Yeah.
If your kid's harming animals,
Yeah.
fucking huge red flag.
Yes, and-
Get that kid some help. He has tendencies to hurt people.
And that's on you.
If you can hurt an animal.
Yes. Yep. We have enough education now that if your kid's hurting animals and you don't do anything about it,
that's a
that's on
killer.
you too. Yes.
That's a fucking killer.
Yeah, because we're educated. I don't think we're so educated with shit now. Like, there's not a whole lot you can say.
I thought we
didn't
were,
know.
right? And Serena's podcast revealed, I don't know how true it is, we're like on the low. Like our numbers were low. I thought we were high on education. Utah's a very educated place, I feel.
Well, even
But
in
she
just
said,
real
they
life.
said, and I don't mean to quote anything. I'm not quoting
Yeah.
them specifically because I don't know the numbers. But it was a low number, and I don't remember what show it was. I think it was episode 3. But they were her and I can't remember the guest even. My daughter has a podcast too, and she's killing it. But she said we were super low on academic ratings, like just overall intelligent. I guess
Because we're so much per capita.
But that's the other thing. It's like, how do you judge that?
Because we have
our
15
people and
kids
Wyoming's
per-
people are not the
right.
fucking same amount of
Yeah.
people.
I think that's why. I think it's our
per-
per capita. That's
So yeah, I don't know how they.
Well, Utah right now, as of 2021, is rated 10 out of all the states in the United States. Higher education in number 6, and K through or pre through K through 12 is 21 in the nation.
Yeah, so I guess that's the idea of the middle.
Well, that's higher than the middle because there's 52 states in the United States, right?
Yeah, okay. So
it's above average.
That's good.
that's
then.
what
For sure.
That's what I thought.
That's good then.
We're smart enough to know.
Yeah.
All I'm saying, like, if your fucking kid is doing something strange to an animal,
Yeah.
there is a scary tendency there that kid is harmful to people.
Well, 100%.
Like, get this child help. Don't ignore that.
No. There's a lot of that.
Get talking. Let's get talking. God damn.
I just think like people
video.
not neutering and fixing their animals too. It's like we're too educated for that.
Right.
So there's hard for me to have an excuse for some people, but people still leave their kids, their dogs in the car when they go to Walmart.
So you say that raising money is the biggest help for you guys right now?
Oh yeah.
And are you guys doing any fundraising?
So much. So we've got a bunch of baskets that we're always putting out to auction off. But even cat food, just like anything. So we'll have specific animals. Like we just took a bonded pair of old cats. Their owner died and they needed dentals. We woke up this morning and somebody called the vet and paid their dental bill.
Damn.
Which is cool. Because then, if you just call the vet specifically and know that, okay, we work with this ER, sometimes that helps people to go, oh, our money's going straight to the vet bill.
Is it good to say what that is? Or does that help? Or
100%. There's 5 board of trustees. So your money's not going anywhere but to the animals, between everybody monitoring it. Plus there's a treasurer. So when you have a 501c, you can pretty much guarantee your money's going to go where you're supposed to go.
Is there a good thing to say? We work with this ER? Is it
we
like
work
that?
We work with
several.
Mountain West in Layton.
Okay.
That's I absolutely love them. I swear they're angels here on earth.
By the freeway.
The
right
old
there?
McGrath, yes.
Yeah, the old McGrath. The big. That is a funky
Yes.
fucking building.
It is.
It's huge.
And, they're just fantastic. They don't nickel
cool.
and dime you. They do what you're supposed to do. And then north side in West Haven.
Okay.
They're just good. And then every Tuesday we go get about 50 cats fixed. Damn. Out in Orem at Best Friends.
That's a lot of cats.
I know it is, and we have volunteers that take them and they go in there. It's just great. It's a good organization. We save if we fix 2 cats, that's like 90,000 cats that we've stopped from populating.
Whoa. If you fix 2 cats.
Mm-hmm. By the time their cats have kittens and those cats have kittens and those cats have 90,000 in like 4 years.
Holy shit, that's a problem.
So when people are like, it's just one, I'm not
and
helping.
they don't die. Cats live a long time.
You know what though, feral cats, it's hard.
That's a problem.
They're sick and they're not healthy. Like it's not what people think where they can.
2 can make 90,000.
Yes. Yeah.
That
So
is
it's a
fucking
lot. So,
astronomical.
if it costs us $30 to fix a cat, that one cat, it does make a difference.
Oh, huge
So
difference.
people are like, oh, you're just not going to make a difference. But I am.
That's real.
Everyone I can fix, I do.
I would have never guessed that.
I know.
Ever.
It's interesting.
I'd have said maybe 50.
Right?
2 cats might knock out 50.
Because that litter, if they have a litter of 5 or
90,000
6
cats.
and they keep having them.
4 years.
And then they all get sick and each litter is more sick.
And they live like kitties. They live, what, 50, are they 16 years? Like a dog?
Up
kinda?
to 20 if they're indoor.
20
A long
fucking
time.
years.
Longer. Yeah. Cats are cool.
It's a lot of work.
They're dicks. I love it.
They
That's
are.
what I love about them. You can't even have water sometimes. They're like, nip.
Fuck you. Touch me.
Yeah. Come at me. I love it.
Oh, do you like cats? No, honestly.
Yeah, my first animal was a cat.
Do you
like-
His name was Simba. He lived up to 19. Indoor
Did he?
house cat.
19
Yeah.
fucking years. A
Yeah,
cat.
He ran away once. He ran away once, and we didn't have him for a weekend. He showed up Monday,
Fucker.
green.
Yeah.
He went underneath the deck that they just painted in our apartment complex. Yeah, he came back all green.
Isn't that cool though? Like I actually dig that part. How they're
Me
so
too.
independent.
Oh, yeah.
They'll just bounce, bro. They're like, I'm gonna go hit
Yeah,
the town.
I
You're
know.
like,
Yep.
what the fuck? See you next week, and they just come back.
Yeah.
That is kind of cool.
I'm
but
surprised you don't like cats.
the
with
only
your
reason I
personality.
shouldn't say that too, because I haven't had one as an adult.
But you had a bad experience, I remember
Several.
you said with them. And that's
Several.
why. Yeah.
I've had them hurt my dogs before several times.
Well, they're dicks.
When this was all a field from
Yeah.
all the way around. So from 2300
Yeah.
all the way to 2000, and then right behind my fence all the way to 300. Dude, that's like, it's like it's like 3 linear miles. It's a ton of acreage. It's 10,000 acres.
Yeah.
It's a lot, right? It's all been fields my whole life. So we had whatever the wildcats are. They're fucking
Feral. They're mean.
aggressive.
They're meaner than a big dog.
And
they're mean.
They kept the mice. Like we never had mice problems till the homes started getting built, and then they're just mice galore
Yeah.
from that. But so I know they were out in them fields and snakes and shit, rodents. Them cats kept that shit down. We never seen anything until the home started getting built, and then all of a sudden we had rodent, just horrible mice and shit. They're finally gone, but yeah, dude. But the cats tore up my dogs.
Yeah.
They would hop the fence, and my dogs are territorial.
Yeah.
And somehow that fucking cats. I should clean up my mouth.
Mean.
They would get back here, but they had a hard time jumping back up on the fence, 8-foot fence. I don't know how they jumped in here, but dude, they tore my dogs up.
Yeah.
And so
That's fair though. Not everybody likes ferals, but until you have like, I have a cat named Merle Haggard.
And they're probably just scared of my dogs.
My God, he's a mess. He's gorgeous. He's 22 pounds of lusciousness.
22
What
is a big cat? How big can they get?
22 pounds is huge.
That's a big cat.
He's huge. He's a big Himalayan.
Zoe
he's
cat.
just gorgeous. And he's just so good. I always have good cats though. Not everybody has good cats.
I just struggle when here, Jinxie, and they don't come to you. They just fucking
Such dicks. They
look
say
at
that
you like what?
they all
I'm
know
like,
their
"No,
name,
fucking
but they
come
don't
here."
care.
And they're
Yeah.
like, no, I don't like that.
I'm not.
Look at me, Mr. Control Problem.
I like it though. I'm
don't
like
like
that. I do.
I'm like, come here. I want to hold you.
Do you guys euthanize?
No. Okay. So I don't want to 100% say no. In the 4 years that I've been involved, we've euthanized probably 4 times. If they're so sick that they're not going to get better, and this is the complete, like we have exhausted everything, then we euthanize. Like scar tissue on the lungs or chronic diarrhea where they're not going to get better. But it's after we have exhausted every single penny we've had and then never thought of having. So we don't euthanize healthy cats. And we don't euthanize. So we would have to go to a vet and have them euthanized. But it's always animals that
So where are they all stored? Because when I go to the one down the street from my house, I live by the one on 33rd and the other one, right? So they're really close to each other in Salt Lake. But whenever I go in there, it doesn't seem like there's a lot of room.
No.
And
Fosters.
Okay.
So, like, I have a mama and her 6 little scrumdiddlyumptious babies right now. Dear God, I can't even take it. So I foster them. And then when they're 2 pounds, they'll be fixed. Most of my cats are adopted out before they get to adoptions just because of everybody in my life. But if not, then we have adoptions every Saturday at the Petco in Clinton. And then they show up there. And
Do they get cleared out quick? People... Do they really?
Yeah.
Good.
We have a mama right now that's been there since Saturday, and she just stopped nursing, so she's engorged, and I'm like calling the foster, go get your baby.
Right.
Because we don't like that. We don't like them to be there very long. So if they're there a week.
But our people around here rally. They clean them up.
They do. And
Good.
so we have volunteers, and they go every day, and they clean it, and we don't. And if they're not adopted, they go to our sanctuary. So if we have an adult, a cat that ages out, it goes up to our sanctuary, and then people make appointments there to come adopt. Yeah. So it's we have cats that are 18 years old, and we still adopt them out. We give them away for free usually at that point, but we find owners for them.
But you don't have a problem finding owners per se.
No,
that's what I mean. You're getting rid of them. They're going. That's good.
Yep, we
do.
Good. When maybe one of these days we'll do my shelter here.
Let's do it.
My rescue.
Let's do it.
You know what? Just have her schedule it because what I love, like everybody else has there's some people that are more lax with like, yes, let's take every kitty. And then you have another board of director that's like, no, we're going to do this. What's logical. And I love that.
Let's set it up. Let's do it.
Yeah.
That'd be great.
I think that would be really good to help educate people.
Yes.
And make them understand.
So I got to get near them.
People are like, no, the cats?
Yeah.
No, we won't bring cats. If we had a dog, we have a dog that was just returned. I'll say that. So
you go through dogs.
They've had her for a year, and she's getting territorial with the other dog during feeding, and they just brought her back. So that's hard. We have to adopt her out to only one dog family.
This is a one person.
Yeah.
Dog.
So that takes a lot of work from us, but we do it. We don't give up. That's it. We just.
You're a fucking angel.
Oh, I don't know. I hope I'm an angel. I try to be a good person.
I don't usually do
I don't know.
I don't ever say I feel like I'm not pulling my weight. I don't do that. That's not my thing. But I feel that way a little bit right here.
Well, why do I get bit by bees though? Then I go outside and I get bees biting me in the face. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? I save your animals.
Listen here, if that happens to me, I'm dead.
Right?
Yeah, they'll kill. I'll die.
That's crazy.
I get 7 of them, I'm out.
Have you ever ran into any exotics? Any exotic issues?
I did have someone wanting to give us their macaw, but that's not our specialty. But they were so awesome. They're like, we've spent $15,000 on this bird and it just needs a better home. So I reach out to other people that can do that for us, that know what they're doing.
Ever had anything crazy like a fucking monkey? Or we can't have monkeys
No,
here.
we haven't. No.
I think it's illegal in Utah to have a monkey, I believe.
We've had, my friend Brandy went and took some Mustangs that were going to get slaughtered. They were just babies. They were maybe 3 weeks old.
The wild horse thing?
Yeah, and they're like, we're just going to kill them. They don't even. So she rescued those.
Do you know the story about those?
I would love to hear.
Wild horses are beautiful. They're many things. They're majestic. They are an absolute psychotic nuisance in the world where they come from. They ruin, you could look it all up if you want. One wild horse will ruin more streams, crops, feeding things, whatever. The area that elk and deer are from, they will destroy more ground and dam streams and and they will kill more. They're responsible for killing more game than humans are.
Horses?
Wild horses. They're
now
absolutely
I love
a mess.
that other side of it. Really?
Yeah. So from Nevada, you can look up the state of Nevada is brutal. They hate them. They absolutely hate them. They destroy. The consequence of them is ridiculous. They're very,
so
very
that's
hard.
why they're slaughtering them.
Yes, out there in Wyoming. It's not Wyoming, Nevada.
Nevada.
I did the Nevada, the Vegas to Ely power line. Big deal. It was a big power line. Biggest power line ever constructed at the time. And they were so rampant out there. It was an absolute BLM. They hate them. They absolutely, they destroy everything.
Oh, that's interesting. I never even would even
the
guess
males
that.
will pile up like 4 or 5 foot piles of shit, like these huge mountains of. They're just bizarre. Like they they're really, really hard on streams, and they dam up water. They're very filthy. Yeah, we'd have to like read and get into it, but they're really, really they're a nuisance out there. But they're beautiful. They're beautiful. They're gorgeous, and they're wild, and they're so cool. But they're really, from what I remember of them out there in Ely, they were a real problem.
That makes a lot of sense.
They were killing they were responsible for elk problems and deer problems and stuff. So anyway, we'd have to get more.
That's interesting.
Did any of that hint to that at all?
At least they can use their meat, though.
What I was saying? Okay, yeah, it's very real. But they're beautiful. They're fucking gorgeous.
I wouldn't want to be chased by them, though, huh?
They're fucking wild.
Yeah, that'd be scary.
And they break them, and they're worth a lot of money and all that stuff. But yeah, anyway. So it's sad, but.
It is sad, but there's always that realistic side to it too, though.
I love education, and
I do too.
That's real,
and that's a real part of it. Like to survive. So that makes sense. Just like we have to put ferals to sleep, and that's just how it is. You can't let it overpopulate.
They say they get rid of one wild horse, and it saves like 25 bull elk.
Yes.
And they're
like that.
Yeah, you're out.
Then that
Horses,
makes
you're
sense.
out. Like, because they're everywhere.
Well, they can't sustain the land. It's not sustainable to have all that.
They're nasty little buggers, but they're pretty.
Yeah, well, that makes sense. So
Zebras.
that's about all as far as weird stuff. We get people returning snakes and things, but
snakes. I'm good on that.
Me too.
I'm
Like,
good on
no, I'm
snakes.
so sorry. Yeah. So, but nothing really crazy and wild. Sad stuff though. Hoarding situations where cats are born and there's dead cats all over the house, and that's sad. And it's sad for the people too.
filthy.
I'm different where I have empathy for those people because they really in their hearts think they're doing well and they're trying to help. And they're not, and they're sick themselves. So I always have a lot of empathy with that. I always try to always look at that and try to help when we can. But that's always hard when you're pulling 20 sick cats from one location that you know.
What do you do? Fuck. What do you do for fun? You travel. You like to travel.
Oh, I love to travel. I love to camp and travel, and I love horseback riding. I'm always working. Like if I go out of service, I'm like, oh God, what's happened? I got to get back and have 5 days of. What am I going to hear? So I think that's why I love to travel so much. I love it. I would probably never be home if I didn't have to.
What's your next big move?
So, tomorrow I'm going to Sawyer Brown and Vernal.
Okay.
And I'm super excited about that. Cannon Beach in Washington.
Mm-hmm.
Or is it Oregon? Oh, I feel like it's Oregon.
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah, Cannon's in Oregon.
Okay, so that's on my bucket list.
Portland.
And then Disneyland again, probably January.
Disneyland's dope.
I know. I love it so much.
That's a great time to go too, because it's cool. Or
just get out of Dodge. I like just getting out of Dodge and I feel like it just brings you back to going, okay, you miss your home. you can get back and you've had a good time. I like that.
Recenters.
Yeah.
I want to be home now.
Yes, and
right?
I love
it makes it
appreciating
exciting to
that.
come home.
But I love the North. I went to North Carolina last September. That was awesome. I just love it all.
Beautiful over there.
Yeah, I love it all. I don't think there's anywhere I wouldn't go.
The East Coast is absolutely breathtaking.
The people are awesome.
Oh my God, the people are great. It's so weird too because it was hard for me. They're aggressive. And they're fast, and they're fuck you looking at like just boom, like everything's just boom.
It's right out.
And I'm that
there.
guy in Utah. Listen, people, go over there. I'm like tame as fuck. I got there and I was like, what the fuck just happened? We went to Staten Island, bro.
Ooh.
So if you ever been on or Long Island,
I would love that.
Long Island, anywhere in Manhattan, right? Anywhere right there, motherfucker, they are fast, bro. And I feel like I'm so stupid and like slow, and they're just, what do you want to eat? Where do you want to sit? Bam! They're just. We went to restaurants and they're just quick, and I'm like, you feel overwhelmed, right? I'm like, calm down, but there's beautiful people.
Right?
The Italian culture is my favorite people.
I love that.
They're so beautiful. They're so honest. They're so fat. They're so fucking
I love
honest.
I would love that.
If you stink, they're gonna fucking tell you stink. Like you need to go out. Like they're just like that. I love that. So
I love that too.
When I went there, it was a culture shock for sure.
Yeah.
It's tripping.
I like that. So I just like that. I like different cultures and different. I do. I like all that. So
that's cool.
So that's what I have set in stone. Vernal tomorrow. I've never been there.
Oh, you never been to Vernal?
No.
Oh, you'll love it.
So I'm excited. It won't be anything big, but it gets me away.
You going by like Starvation? Like you going by the reservoir anywhere up there? It's beautiful up there.
No, we're staying in a hotel. I just
That's
plan
cool,
on floating and drinking. I'm going to Sawyer Brown tomorrow, and then I just want to float.
Sawyer
and drink.
Brown's coming?
Yes, tomorrow I'm going to be there.
Where the fuck is Sawyer Brown going to be?
In Vernal.
He's in Vernal even?
Yes. And I have a new outfit.
Sawyer
and
fucking
so
Brown? They're still touring, dude?
Yes.
Oh my God.
I know. So I was like,
Comes
well, if I'm going to
pride
drive
in the
that
back
long,
stretch, heartaches going to the
right?
Look at this shit.
I
Look at
know.
them.
Look at them.
They fucking look incredible.
Look how cute they are. I know. I'm excited. I'm so excited. Yeah.
Vernal, no shit, right there.
Right
Look at
there.
that. They still got tickets available.
Yeah. They have like grass seats. You'd have to leave the house.
They're going to fucking.
I know.
Where after that? Idaho, Downey. Damn.
Yeah. So fun, huh?
Look, Oregon. Dude, they're just chilling. They're in chill state. They're
Yeah.
in chill spots.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, I bet they kill it, bro.
I know.
I bet that's
excited.
a great show. You let me know how it goes.
I will. I can't wait. So that's
Cedar
what I
City.
have.
Yeah, they're coming back in
Richfield?
November to Cedar City and Richfield.
Richfield. Who the fuck plays Richfield?
They do.
Dude, there's nothing there. There's not even a fucking venue in Richfield.
I wonder where
They're going to be at the high school or something. What does it say? Or the fairgrounds or some shit?
Whatever, Richfield HS Theater.
Oh yeah,
That's a high school theater?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a fucking high school.
Yeah.
See?
I went and saw.
Dude, that's dope as fuck. Sawyer Brown.
Some of my favorite concerts have been at high schools. Just like the old.
Oh,
the
those
old,
good
I know,
ones. Yeah,
I know,
dude.
Yeah.
That's real.
Yeah.
You were talking about going to Disneyland in January?
January.
So you got to watch it because this just happened. So 3 Disney World Disney World employees among 17 arrested in Florida. Child sex scheme.
Oh,
Yeah,
What the fuck are we sex stinging? I don't get
They
it.
had a whole
like-
set sting. So like, they were about to traffic kids, like and stuff like that.
Like
yeah.
jerk them out from your arm and run
Yeah.
type shit?
Well, in this one, there was a 13-year-old girl. It was actually an officer posing as a girl. That one of these guys were talking about. Yo, send me some photos. So, I'm assuming that I haven't read the whole article, but I'm assuming that one of these employees found an underage girl. They found it, and then they most likely bugged those guys and was like following these guys.
Shout out Disneyland. Sounds like they're on it.
Yeah, you got to watch
Like-
your kids' phones too.
But they're working it. Sounds like they got people on it.
No, Disneyland don't. They
Oh, they
hired all these
don't.
guys. Yeah, it was the police that actually found this stuff out.
Oh.
Yeah, and all
Maybe-
these guys look like creeps too. By the way,
Yeah,
Every
they do.
fucking one of them for sure.
Ew.
Yeah. How do you
That's
fucking
kind of spooky, huh?
keep your kids close, man?
Yeah.
And they got a phone, right?
Yeah,
right there,
but you
right
gotta-
fucking
I-
there.
you
If
know,
they
I
got that
look at
phone
that.
and they're jerked, right, or they whatever, is the kid smart enough to hurry
Yeah.
and call?
Hopefully they are.
Or
Hopefully, but you got to watch. Brecken will be friends with people that are like, this kid lives in California. I'm like, and I am crazy. I'm like, FaceTime him.
I want to see him.
Yep. And that's like,
Where's your mom?
That's what I do. They'll FaceTime him, and there's this little Jamar.
Where's your mom?
And he's gaming, but I'm like, okay. But
I want to talk to your mother.
they won't FaceTime you if they're adults or predators.
Straight
and
up.
so if they tell you no, we can't FaceTime.
Well said.
So I'll just sit there and bracket. I'm like, keep calling. You're not talking to him again until I can see him. So
Good for you.
That's how I
That's
do it,
good
because
to
you can't
pass.
just like
Pass that on.
pull every phone number and stuff out of there. But that's what I'll do. So if he's got like a Snapchat or that stupid shit that they
Yeah,
have,
because that fuck right there ain't gonna
Yeah.
FaceTime you.
exactly. But he'll act like he's 12. So
But when you walk out of the room, he's talking to your little
yeah.
kid.
Yeah, so
You
that
motherfuckers.
I can take that. I can give that as a giveaway for parenting. That like I'm not
Perfect.
just to FaceTime their friends.
That is
Yeah,
some of the
so
most
that's, like,
beautiful
something.
advice I've ever
Yeah.
heard. I've never thought of that.
Yeah, see, especially with you having an 8-year-old that's going to start having a cell phone, because they're gonna when they are in the gaming world, they have friends everywhere,
Oh yeah.
and you can hear them on their headsets
All
and stuff.
day, dude. They'll do that shit all day.
Oh, they act like fools. I
And
want
some guys pop into it.
Yeah, they do. And so then they'll be like, add me on your whatever the stuff they add them on, your phone or the Snapchat. So that's where you don't want to be totally controlling, but you can still have that control. I'm like, FaceTime them, let's talk. I've done that probably 5 times, and it's been legit each time so far.
And you got to hope that you've raised your kids enough to say, like, because this is like how I've heard it start. Hey, take your shirt off. Look, I got my shirt off.
Yes.
Hopefully we've raised our kids to be like, man, fuck you.
Yeah, that feels weird. So I'm not going to do that.
Fuck, it's so brutal. I'm so brutal. It's so
That's
real.
how I am, though,
Your kid
too.
needs to be able to say,
Yeah.
no, man.
And fight like hell if someone tries to take you. We've always told
I don't think
Grizzly
so.
that. I'm like, you claw.
Scream, kids.
Yep, you
fucking
fight,
scream.
you claw, you go for you bite, you do whatever you have to
Yes.
do. Like, yeah.
Yeah, but haven't you guys seen that video of that lady? I'll try to find it. But there's a lady in Salt Lake City where a dude ran up, grabbed her, and she was at like a gas pump, and the guy
did.
Yeah, and the
Ooh,
guy didn't
fuck.
do nothing.
No.
And nobody else did anything though.
Nobody did bystanders?
No,
Seen
no.
it?
And the lady did
No.
every single thing that you guys are saying.
Oh, and he
Listen,
still took her?
listen.
Did he take her?
People, guys, come on. Like, I get it. You don't want to be involved. It's scary.
You
I've
have to
seen
get
stuff.
involved.
But how dare somebody?
How dare- wait till you see the
s-
footage.
not say something? You go to hell right
Yes.
there.
Even
you could
if
save
it's-
someone's life.
They're like, we didn't want to get involved. Even if that's someone's husband kicking their ass, I'll get my ass beat to help her. I really would. I would really step
Well,
up
and what's
and
the
do
probability of you going to get even hurt? Like,
Yes.
think about this. These fucking people doing these things, they're scared. You know he is. He's already tripping. He's got the guy. The girl's screaming. He's tripping.
that. It's
Fucking
ugly.
scream at him. Scream, call 911. Scream something. Wow, dude.
It's disturbing when
How
you
would
see it and
somebody
you're like,
not
this
step
is
into
Utah. This is like our Utah state.
This is not my boyfriend
Yeah.
or whatever. And
Yeah.
you just sit there? Fuck
yeah,
you.
and he has her watch.
This was in
She
fucking
hides
Utah?
at one
There's
point.
one,
she
two,
she
three.
hides under the truck.
1, 2, 3, 4. There's 4 fucking people there.
Can you see that?
4 other.
So he just goes up. We're looking at the
She-
video. It's at a gas station in South Salt Lake. This happened a few months ago, and a chick, and I guess it was his girlfriend, ran away from him and went to one of the guys, a guy at the gas pump.
Like, help me.
Help me. He's telling him. You can see. We have the footage. We're looking at it, and she's saying, "Help me, help me," and the guy just runs up and grabs her and puts her over his shoulder, and look, you can see it. She's running. He's running after her. Boom. She does
Look,
exactly what we're
1, 2,
saying.
3, 4, 5, 6 people there?
Yeah.
Dude in the car,
Dude in
right?
the
This
black
dude knows
truck.
what's going
Yeah.
on. These guys know what's going on, and doesn't do anything. This is right down the street from my house.
Man, what the
Does it make you
fuck?
want to? Yeah.
There's grown men there. You can see
Yep.
a couple of grown men.
Yeah.
There it is again. Like, look at the dude in the pink shirt.
Yeah.
He's like
Boom, right
fucking, he don't care. He's willing and able to beat that dude's ass. Like, who's that guy?
Yeah. Just standing there getting his gas.
They're doing it at the
Look,
guy
she's-
right at it. Like, that guy he's not part of this? The guy in the yellow shirt? What the fuck? Are you kidding me?
Yep.
He thinks
Yeah,
it's a
sick.
joke.
And
Like,
she's doing exactly what you guys said. Kick, scream, scratch.
he don't give a
Nothing.
shit. Oh, I didn't know it went right to that guy. That is ridiculous.
Wouldn't you let
That guy needs to be in
on the
fucking
news?
jail.
Yep. Saying, hey.
Did
we
the girl
have
get
an-
hurt? What happened to that girl?
I
So there was a Amber Alert and everything out for
So
her.
he took her.
He took her, and so it was to the point where we were trying to, like, the city was trying to look for her, ended up finding her, and the guy was arrested. So they ended up finding her.
I would arrest the fuck that didn't do anything.
Yeah, I think
He needs to be prosecuted.
I agree.
I think there has to be some type of law where if you see something bad, but at the same time, it's like not everybody has the courage.
Right. And you have your right to stay away from everything too.
Yeah, you have the right to stay away, and it's not my business.
How do we do that? 'Cause look at that. It's doing it again.
Doesn't that make you sick if that's your daughter?
Dude, he's right. He's less than 2 feet from her.
Look at him just stand there. Too.
So whoever hasn't seen, this lady runs toward this guy getting gas at a gas pump, screaming, "Help me!" It looks like we can't hear the audio, but you can see her freaking out. And the other dude that's stealing her runs from the 200 feet away in his car, intercepts her at this guy getting gas right at the pump. And the dude just keeps pumping his gas, and she's less than a foot from his face, like screaming. And the guy grabs her, throws him on his shoulder, and fucking runs away. And the guy's just chilling.
And then the one in pink.
And plays like he doesn't. Yeah, the guy in pink doesn't do anything.
Like they have to just get home. Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Well, we can hope that that doesn't happen very often. I think if you scream and you do these things, I think people are going to help you. Try. Fucking try. If you don't scream, nobody's going to do shit.
Like hell. At least she'll go down fighting like hell.
Grab his shit, man. A guy can't take that. You grab a guy's shit.
Yep.
I'm telling you, women, you bite. Yeah, anything you
Bite.
can get. If you can get a hold of their fucking nuts, I'm telling you, don't ever treat like that. You grab them as hard as you can, pull, tear, twist. You will take a man down. It doesn't matter how big he is. One of these, it's over for a guy. You know this. Like if you're messing with your husband on accident, you slap him or some shit, we're done.
That's it.
We are so sick. You're like,
oh yeah, God. Yeah.
But please, use that
go crazy.
In life or death situations. Don't just go around and hitting us in the nuts.
Yeah, don't hit us in the nuts.
That sucks.
Don't do it. Hurts, bro.
Yeah,
it's brutal. The pain. Yeah. I can't explain to you. It just radiates.
We'll just say that for predators.
But these women, go for those nuts.
Yeah.
Don't fuck around in the face and claws and shit.
Yeah.
Grab their nuts. I'm serious. It will kill. And
I feel like just saying that, like somebody maybe will hear that.
Do that. Like reach for that first.
Yep.
It's not creepy. It's not weird. If you're scared, you go right there.
Yep.
And it takes that. I don't think I've ever heard anybody say that. I think that's coming out right here. That'll take a dude down. Any guy. I don't care how crazy
that's good.
On any medicine he is. You're going down.
Good.
You're down. And he's going to just want to die. And you could probably bolt, man.
Long enough to get away, huh?
Oh, my God.
I know. Scary, huh?
Yes,
I know.
I didn't want that in my life.
I know.
People,
you never know.
Help people.
Yeah. Yeah, help people. Yeah, don't just
shame
sit back.
Shame on that man.
Yeah, that's what I say too.
Shame on you.
Could you bring his wife? I'd kick his ass. If I saw him on the news, I'd be like, are you fucking kidding
Can you imagine
me?
if that's your husband?
I saw
and
you
you're
pumping
like,
gas.
You fucking asshole.
Yeah. Yeah.
And but in that guy's, you're like, bro, you had to been there. Like, what? That would be scary.
Still have to do something, huh? I know. So interesting. We have so many different rainbow topics here. I love this.
I know, I do too. Sorry, we go everywhere.
I like
love it.
I do too. I love it.
You're just that girl. You're easy. You're fun.
I'll follow it around.
And you have good information. You're cool. You're a cool chick.
Good. Well, I enjoy it. I'm
bet we've
excited.
been going
I have my next tattoo on the
going?
23rd.
Do you?
Yeah.
Good.
Guess who's doing it?
How long? Me.
You are.
Fucking better be.
Yes, you
I wasn't
are.
going to ask you.
I know.
How long has it been?
So we're at 2 hours and 11 minutes.
Wow, we're a lot. Hey, we covered everything.
That's a good one.
We covered everything.
And I tried your socials a while ago. So hammer away.
Yeah, go ahead, give us the socials and give us everything with the board and what we can do and how we can help and where we can donate, all that good stuff.
Okay.
How do we do it? Is there anything?
So you're going to go into the Northern Utah. No, the Humane Society of Northern Utah. Sorry, guys.
It's okay.
So any of our web pages, we're all going to link back to Facebook and everything that we need. And then the Kendra Nilsen Insurance Agency for Farmers Insurance in Roy. I'm in the Key Bank. But you can text us, call us, Facebook me. I'm always available.
And you are farmers.
Yes.
Bump, 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 bump.
I can't do that again.
You raise chickens.
That's it. You get once.
You raise chickens.
I do. I raise chickens.
You raise kitties.
I raise kitties and chickens and
people
and kids and yeah.
You're a beautiful person.
Well, thank you. That's how I feel about you guys.
We love having you here.
Thank you.
We're so lucky to meet all these beautiful, beautiful people.
You guys have good people in your life, though.
We do.
You do. You have really good people in your life. It's because that's what you radiate.
We like some of them to come in here and talk.
Oh, I love it.
And I'm so glad that
we're gonna be back.
That you help and you support and you do everything and you do everything for everybody else. Thank you for coming on our show.
Thank you.
I enjoyed it very, very much.
Good. Well, thank you.
Did we kill it?
Did we kill it? Good. Good job, guys.
Everybody, thank you, Kendra, so much.
Thank you.
Everybody, The only thing that matters in our little short lives is what we do with our life. So be good to everybody around you. Love you all. Mwah.